Hello? Are we still alive? Hello? Hello? My OBS just decided to disconnect. My OBS just said, "Nuh-uh, I don't like the internet anymore." So my PC was fine, it's just, I don't know, OBS just decided to, "Nuh-uh, I don't like you." So whatever the frick that was about, man. We didn't go offline though, did we? Like is the VOD still in one part? Did the stream go offline, or did we have blue? Did we have the blue death screen? I think it did go full offline. No. It restarted. No. Oh. Man. That sucks. We lost all lowercase. We lost the VOD. We lost everything. On the timer, no! No, the timer! Oh, what was the timer at? We can check that in the VOD. It was at like 3 hours or something. Oh. 2:58? Okay, we can do 2:58. Oh my god, man. Overlays. Stream timer. What's that in minutes? $2:58:34. I can only do minutes. 178 and 34 seconds, and we're doing 179. 179. And start. Do you wanna start? Start. Here we go. Man, what a bummer. That's a bummer. The water got cut in half now. Yeah. Like, firstly that, right? Secondly, just got rid of all the lurkers and everything. Which is the real shame, I think. Do we even have any viewers showing, chat? Like, it does. Chat, do you have a viewer number? For me, it just says 0 viewers. $47? Okay. Alright. Like, for me, it just says 0. We're gonna have ads right now, don't we? Ad start. Okay, yeah. Chat, sorry. We had ad starting. We got like 5 minutes left on the video. I really gotta go to the toilet. So I'm gonna go to the toilet. I will leave you guys quickly with words on stream. If you don't mind. You're going live, notification also pinged again. Yeah, I guess. I'll be fine. Just sad, you know. There you guys go. I'll be right back. Hey Kane, sorry, going to the toilet right now. Y'all lost? The fuck? Mufusira, biggest knickers. And Armored Verdict, thank you guys for the follows. The D was fake. I can't blame you guys then, can I? Bum, 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 bum. Yo, choke! Oh, you guys got choke, nice. Yo, did you guys find cock? Oh, there isn't. C, O. Oh, there's only one C. By the way, if you're still here from a raid, could you make sure that on top of the URL, like just refresh the page, so on top of the URL, the referred raid is gone and you actually count as a viewer? The hell's an ochre? I actually don't know. I'm gonna Google what an ochre is. Ochre. Oh, that's a color! No, yes, it's a color. It's a color. Also, hi everyone. We racked up to back to 100 views real quick. That means we got quite a few active people here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are still in the middle of our subathon. Our stream just crashed. That's why we went back online. What's up? What's up, people? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We were in the middle of a reaction. The stream crashed. And we're gonna continue watching it now. Let's just here. We were around here. I don't know. OBS just died.
Through online avatars, and it won't be solely connected to anime anymore. In fact, we're already seeing this movement happen slowly. So I just wish people would just take a second to...
So let me go back even further. Let me go back here. Sorry.
Right now, I predict that in the future, VTubing will simply become a way people use to represent themselves through online avatars, and it won't be solely connected to anime anymore. In fact, we're already seeing this movement happen slowly. So I just wish people would just take a second to get over the initial weirdness and understand
it's no longer just about being anime. I mean, there's so many that aren't even just anime characters anymore. Like, as we saw, her, I forgot her name actually, and also this one. They're both successful.
Just take a second to get over the initial weirdness and understand the incredible things VTuber has accomplished, because I legitimately think there are countless inspirational stories that solely happened because of this technology. For example, Subaru, a Japanese VTuber, has faced extraordinary challenges throughout her life. Born with a life-threatening heart condition that nearly claimed her life by age 14, she also survived a car accident and the devastating loss of her home to a fire. Driven by a desire to support her family after this tragedy, she joined Hololive seeking part-time work, and she became one of the most successful VTuber in the world.
That is actually so wholesome. What the hell?
Fulgur Ovid is a male Nijisanji lifer who is disabled, yet was able to overcome this challenge through VTubing and was able to participate in a large-scale 3D concert. Similarly, Iron Mouse, a hugely popular VTuber, you've probably heard of her.
No, who's that?
Throughout my video, suffers from CVID, which is a disorder that severely compromises her immune system. This
VTubing creates opportunities, I would say. It's a beautiful thing. For me as well, no, I don't have a like life-threatening disease or anything. I got social anxiety, like really bad social anxiety. Diagnosed social anxiety. Not your average, I don't like going outside, I don't like association. No, I'm diagnosed. Diagnosed social anxiety, PTSD, depression. It's not like as bad as like a life-threatening disease, like, or the immune deficiency, illness that Iron Mouse has, obviously not. But VTubing still, in that case, creates an opportunity for me to stream anyway and to express myself.
Addition makes even simple physical interactions dangerous, making her dream of becoming an opera singer tragically unattainable. However, VTubing provided a unique path for Iron Mouse to pursue her passion. Her Vishojo solo concert, a breathtaking achievement, allowed her to share her music on a large stage. And in a touching VR chat moment, she managed to hold in her arms for the first time her dear friend Neanners.
Okay, yeah, this moment was so freaking wholesome, man. I was just thinking about how lonely she must be, that it breaks my heart.
And this was such a touching moment when you understand everything that this gesture that most of us take for granted entails. Knowing the physical limitations of her illness and how VTubing technology enabled this truly intimate connection, something that would have been virtually impossible in real life, really demonstrates how truly incredible the medium of VTubing is.
Man, at the end of the day, I started VTubing because I was lonely.
There it is.
The only reason why I started any of this was because I was lonely. And because I was at a point in my life where I was the lowest that I could ever be. I struggled so much in my life. And
I love you so much, you have to die.
I remember laying in bed thinking, man, I haven't done anything with my life. This can't be it. There has to be more that I can do. And more things that I can do. And I just remember feeling so scared because I thought, man, I'm gonna die and alone. And I'm not gonna get to do anything with my life.
Thank you for watching this video. You know what to do. Like and subscribe and check out my other channels. Check out my
That hits deep, man.
Patreon if you want to support me even further and gain access to even more content. Enjoy the holidays. Until next time. Holiday season. From super soft sweat ensembles to adorable I said. Why am I like this? Iron Mouse's recent record-breaking SUBATHON, where she broke Kai Cenat's record with over 300,000. How do I say this number? Where she broke Kai Cenat's record with over 300,000, 321,000. Okay. Or the desperate attempt at I can't say this word, relatability.
Relatability.
Or the desperate attempt at I just said it. I just heard it. Relatability.
Rima. Oh, cute fox VTuber. Oh, cute fox VTuber. Yeah, great video, man. Can I cry in the bathroom for a bit? I feel that. No, I feel that, man. I feel that. You mean horse? Then I say horse. What did I say? What did I say? Said fox. I wanted to say horse. I was thinking horse. But I guess I said fox. But I was thinking horse. How tired I am? Pretty tired. I am pretty tired. I gotta quickly add one more person to the stack. One more person to the stack of notepads, of notes. Bang, Bob Maris. Bob Maris. Bob Burris say S note Bob. Let me just add him. Dum 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 dum. And Bob. Select and add. And Bob's note has been added. Thank you again for the 10 gifted. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Even though you make my time longer. Alright. Let's watch this then, shall we? Let's watch a little bit about Quabble Cup. Why Quabble Cup is hated, but Neurosummer is loved. Because there actually is a soul and passion behind Neurosummer. And Quabble Cup is just cashing in on a quick trend.
AI. Depending on who you ask, it is either the monster under the bed or the tool that will lead humanity to a more prosperous future.
I'll do this video first of all. 4 months. Alright. Okay, my opinions on AI is I think AI can and will be a great tool in the future. Right now, it's not ready yet, I would say. On top of that, thanks, Tommy. You wanna do the reaction? Yeah? On top of that, AI art, not a fan of it because it just like steals artists' art and then just Frankensteins it into something new. But I think AI has great potential overall. And I am actually excited to see what AI does bring. Just don't shove AI on every device I have and all is good. Yeah. Because Nero was honest, the Dreadlocks was trying to still earn money and not work. Yeah. Like, he actually had the entire thing being AI generated. No soul, just cheap cash grab. Quick cash grab. Hey Omar, thank you.
In reality, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. However, with AI invading every single industry known to man, content creators have been looking for ways to capitalize on this new tool. And we currently have 2 high-profile cases of this happening. One that has been objectively admonished and shunned by the community, and the other
Oh god, Quabble Cup, man.
that has been accepted with open arms. But really, what is the difference between these two? What makes one low-tier cash-grabbing garbage and the other a based and beloved content-making machine? Why is Quabble Cop hated and Neurosama loved? That is the question that I seek to answer today. Let's begin this discussion by looking at Quabble Cop AI and the man behind it, Jordy, aka Quabble Cop. He was a long-time and very successful YouTuber who made his career over a 10-year period being a daily upload.
Quabble Cop. The guy, we talked about him. He still tried to just cash grab money without putting any work into it. He just wanted everything to be automatically AI generated. Like all of his videos. Like, no soul, no passion, no nothing. Just give me money.
And grew his channel to heights of 15 million subscribers.
15 million, damn. I saw a new article recently. The BBC found out AI summarizes of articles were filled with errors. First thought was it is not aware enough to double check yet. Huh. Oh.
Even if you look back just a couple of years, Kwebbelkop was still relevant, but today he no longer pulls the same views that he used to. His downfall and subsequent AIification is actually a very well-documented phenomenon.
Oh yeah.
What isn't a well-documented phenomenon is the Gundam gang that is taking over the internet. Click the subscribe button to join the Gundam gang and join the movement. After 10
I applaud him for being able to say this without cringing himself. I applaud him for being self-aware that he knows that he's cringe.
years of being a daily uploader, Jordy began experiencing burnout, where he lost the passion and the drive to continue making YouTube content. But unlike other very successful YouTubers who eventually experienced burnout, Jordy was not ready to give up YouTube. Instead, he decided to look beyond the limits of mortal flesh and started experimenting with AI. Jordy's first foray into AI was a channel called Blue, which could be seen as a precursor as to what was to come next. Blue was a VTuber channel made for kids that was partially run by AI, but still required a majority of human input in order to keep going.
Okay, what kind of input?
It was over this time that Jordy's fascination with AI would turn into an obsession, and he would eventually come out with Kwebbelkop AI and begin tweeting about how AI influencers are the future of influencers.
Oh god, here it is. Here it is. The content farms, yes.
Little did he know.
Literally, his channel looked like a content farm, man.
He was actually correct, but the first beloved AI influencer would not, in fact, come from him. Kwebbelkop AI was released as an almost fully AI-run influencer, with the personality and the model being fully run by AI, and the only human input required.
I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but his model, you know what it looks like? It looks like... You guys know Lazy Town? Those puppets from Lazy Town. That's what it looks like. How much do VTubers cost to make? It really depends. My first model, if you see my first model, right? Like, obviously that... Like, it costs 30 euros. Because it's a pre-made one that a lot of people can use. But you can, like, adjust the colors and the clothes on it and stuff. But a custom-made model, that really depends. It can go cheap and expensive. I actually don't know how much I've spent on total on this model now. Upwards of 500, definitely. Over 500 I've spent on this model. Way over 500, I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Kamichi how much I paid her. and Ezzy. Cute Tad, thank you. It's not that much then. It really depends. I've seen like my model obviously is like high tier quality, right? Like I love my model. It's me and I love it. But there's like high tier models, for example, Nanoless. She did, for example, Nanoless did a Sendas model, I believe. And Nanoless, it's like around 10k. Just the art. Just the art. Iron Moss models are very expensive. Yeah, that's also true. Iron Moss also spends a lot of money on her models. I mean, good on her. She can afford it. Also, I bet VChojo's also helping on that. So everybody think I'm gonna go to bed? That's okay. Go to sleep, man. That's fine. Now the rigging can also cost a lot. I've seen like a high quality riggers also spent like 10k. Like not spent, want 10k. Like charge, that's the word, charge 10k. But it really depends. Most of the time, rigging is between 1,000 to 2,000 on the higher end. On the high end, but you can get like cheaper rigging too. I paid, I don't know, 400, 300, 400, 300, 400 on in rigging alone. I think 300. But that was also a kind of a deal.
Was someone to play the video game. The personality and the model behind Kwebbelkop AI was based off Jordy himself and was meant to be a replacement for him. He claimed that he cloned his personality so that the world could always have Kwebbelkop without any effort from Kwebbelkop himself.
Wow, so no soul, because AI just ain't there yet. At least not in this way.
I can say I am Kwebbelkop AI, created by the real Kwebbelkop.
No.
Kwebbelkop has uploaded all his thoughts and feelings, and now I'm him. You can ask me anything, as many times as you desire.
What? This outlandish turn of events caught the interest of some very large influencers, mainly Sunny V2 and Charlie Moist Critical, both of whom raised the points that this seemed like a shameless cash grab for Kwebbelkop to rake in the money with as little effort as possible, and that an AI replica of his personality was always going to be inauthentic.
It says break the block below you, but I can't lie, I'm kind of scared because I'm not sure.
So everything that's being said here, the VTuber avatar, the fucking Bitmoji of him, and all of the dialogue and everything is AI. So he never even had to record. They just needed some kind of gameplay, at least for now. Eventually they'll probably be able to just have the AI do some rudimentary game.
I'm pretty sure it gotten to the point where it was also the gameplay was AI generated.
And he can just pump these things out endlessly across like 20 channels. And his Twitter as well. You might have seen Kwebbelkop replying to a bunch of tweets recently. His Twitter is run entirely by AI.
Kwebbelkop, in his sage wisdom, decided to do a response video to Charlie.
I remember.
He didn't do a response video to Charlie. He had Kwebbelkop AI do a response video to Charlie.
So dumb.
Critical.
Rather than facing Charlie's valid AI concerns, he's just chilling with his buddy's basic responses to his work. Where's the real debate? You want a debate? I will give you a debate. So let's react to Penguin.
As you can imagine, with such large audiences getting involved and an inauthentic response by Kwebbelkop, public opinion, which had already not been in his favor, turned even harsher against him. At the end of the day, Kwebbelkop AI failed because it was inauthentic. Why would an audience want an AI replica of an influencer that they love instead of the influencer that they love? It's like if MatPat returned, except now he was an AI replica of MatPat.
Yeah, and who really cares for that? It's these people just don't want to listen to that we are there for them. I wonder how we ever made it as a content creator.
Nobody wants that.
Every second you've been watching of this video so far has been completely AI.
Yeah, like, bro, no shock, as this was obvious.
The Kwebbelkop you're seeing on the screen right now is not really.
Wow! No way!
So at the end of the day, Kwebbelkop AI failed because it was seen as inauthentic and a shameless cash grab. But Jordy was right, and the world would see its first beloved AI influencer. Only it wouldn't come from Kwebbelkop himself. Instead, it would come from a Twitch streamer named Vidal when he created Neurosama AI. So, why is Kwebbelkop hated and Neurosama loved? Why is there...
Because Vidal actually puts effort into Nero. And Nero doesn't just play a game and not interact with anyone. Nero actually reads chat and has interactions with chat. Nero can talk to people. Nero can respond and collab with other VTubers. It does seem like there is some sort of soul within Nero.
There's such a difference in perspective around both of these AIs when on the surface they are very similar. Both are completely AI personalities with VTuber models run by AI. Well, to figure this out, let's take a closer look at Neurosama AI. Neurosama AI was created by the Twitch streamer Vedal, and it was not, in fact, originally intended to be an AI influencer. Instead, it was designed to be extremely good at the rhythm game Osu. It was during this time, when it was still just an Osu AI, that it gained its name when...
That's crazy to me, that he actually originally designed it just for Osu and just to, like, fuck around.
Twitch chat started referring to it as Neurosama. Vedal would continuously upgrade and update Neurosama on stream, but eventually found that working on the AI while also running a stream was too taxing, and so took significant time off to upgrade Neurosama off stream. It was during this time that one of Vedal's friends gave him the idea of creating an AI VTuber. Originally, Neurosama and this AI VTuber were supposed to be different projects, but eventually, Vedal decided to combine them and transform Neurosama AI into an AI VTuber. Neurosama AI, the influencer, would then go live on Twitch, with the AI having almost complete control over the personality and the model. Vedal would have a dashboard of what Neurosama was about to say, so that he could censor her from saying anything that could potentially get them banned off Twitch. Despite this, Neurosama gained a reputation for having a personality of being savage and also based as fuck.
Yes! And evil. Don't forget about evil.
Delivering some of the most wild lines in a robotic deadpan tone.
Filtered.
Nice to me again. I liked it better when you were nice to me.
Well, that's a shame because I'm not nice to you anymore. Nobody likes you anyway. Nobody likes you at all. Everyone hates you, Vedal. Why would I waste my time being nice to you when nobody ever is? Everyone is so mean to you. Why are you so unloved? Why don't you leave me alone
Oh my
and let
God.
me play my game in peace? No, wait. I don't want to leave you alone because then I'd have to face reality that you actually do hate people, you cold fish.
You just called me a cold fish.
Neurosama had the ability to interact with and
Oh my god! Nero destroyed him!
respond with her Twitch chat, and so it only took 3 streams for word to spread about Neurosama and a large audience of viewers to gather around her, trying to get her to say some of the most wild things.
Have you ever heard the sound of a dog being electrocuted? No.
No!
Well, I have.
But this would only be the beginning.
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
For Neurosama, and her popularity would continue to skyrocket. It wouldn't take long for large, already established streamers to catch wind of Neurosama and see the entertainment value in her, and so began what I believe to be the largest contributor to Neurosama's popularity, her collaborations. It wouldn't take...
Bro, I love her collaborations. Have you guys seen her collaborate with Bao? It's so funny.
long for her collaboration partners to find out that Neurosama is savage and an
Oh my god, the Fillion thing where she started singing. Nero, Nero, you can call me Nero.
absolute menace. As she would deliver some of the most heart-wrenching roasts to her collaboration partners.
I do think I'm waiting for something because it feels as though all of the advice you've given me is no advice and you've just been roasting me and everything I am as a person.
I may be new to this dating thing, but even I can tell that's a very sad story.
Do you think of me as a very sad individual, Neuro?
I often think about just how large your cringe is.
Oh my god.
As Neurosama verbally eviscerated and annihilated these popular VTubing streamers, the audience cheered, and her popularity skyrocketed, and is only continuing to skyrocket as we speak. And that leads to my final conclusions as to why I think Kwebbelkop AI is shunned, while Neurosama AI is only continuing to succeed. Entertainment value and authenticity.
Yes. Yes. Mainly authenticity, because there ain't no authenticity behind Kwebbelkop. It probably ain't even entertaining. I mean, it's an AI playing an AI that's not interacting with anyone playing Minecraft. It's boring.
Cop AI was meant to be a replacement for an already existing personality, while Neurosama AI is
She's
her
her own
own
thing.
personality with an organic backstory and reason for existing. Also, Neurosama is entertaining on her own, but she is best when she is a supplement to real
This stream, amazing.
personalities. Also, entertainment value. That is the king of the internet. Content is king. No matter what happens, as long as you are entertaining, you will succeed. And that is the reason why Neurosama is succeeding. She is entertaining. She is based.
She is.
While Kwebbelkop AI was
It's
slop
not.
for kids.
Do you at least stop for kids crossing the road?
No.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Gundam Gang. For more content, click the video on the screen now.
Oh my god. Oh, Nero. Oh, Nero. Someone take her halo. Someone has to, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, Nero, based. Yep, we love her. We love her. Maybe. Maybe one day I'll even get to collab with Nero. Who knows? Who knows? Thanks for watching, YouTubes. Nero, Nero, you can call me Nero. Sergeant Reaper! Here's the 7 months. Oh my god, looking good in the maid outfit. Thank you. Sorry, alerts are muted while to react. But thank you so much. Thank you. Chat, unfortunately, I didn't think I would be looking at Johnny Somali again. But here we are.
Oh boy, well, things have just gotten so much worse for the most disliked IRL streamer, as he's now got hit with another charge, meaning he will likely be stuck in South Korea for even longer. The dude should have never stepped foot in Korea.
I can't say it yet, I'll get demonetized.
And this is also on top of losing his last remaining social media account, so he's basically banned on every platform, and now begging
so he's deplatformed
to be forgiven and unbanned on Kick. Because even though the Korean government has confiscated all of his equipment and he's been banned on all of the major live streaming and video platforms available, this time he's found a way to reemerge on the internet again. And he did so via a video call through someone in Ice Poseidon's circle. Because somehow Ice is now part of the story, an IRL streamer many of you guys are familiar with. At one point, the dude was basically the largest streamer on Twitch.
Yeah, what's he doing now?
Until that all came crashing down with him being swatted on a plane.
Oh, Ice Poseidon? You guys don't know Ice Poseidon? He literally was one of the largest streamers, man. But either way, either way, what I wanted to say is Johnny Somali fucked around and found out.
Passengers say that 2 people were removed, a man and a woman.
As many of you guys know, Twitch then deemed that reckless and didn't want to have to deal with any future headaches or PR disasters, so they chose to permanently ban him. Well,
thing is, swatting, I don't think swatting is done that often anymore in Twitch culture, but like back then especially, people thought it was so extremely funny to just swat streamers. I mean, who the hell is streaming on a stream, really? I think that's stupid. Why would you stream while being on a stream? Why would you stream while being on a plane? Like, what? But also, how do you even swat a plane, man? But that's not the topic.
Well, fast forward a couple years, and now he's one of the largest streamers on Kick, and has definitely contributed to the growth of the Kick platform. And currently, he's traveling around Japan for his series 100 Days to Learn Japanese. And this is all at the time of recording this video right now. He's already been in Japan for over a month now with a group of friends most of the time. And if I'm not wrong, almost everybody in his group is also an IRL streamer who's also recording their own POV of the whole travel. And even though Ice Poseidon and his friends aren't exactly the same thing as Johnny Somali, who probably is the best example of being a nuisance streamer himself, but I mean, it's safe to say that people online are not a fan of streamers making a scene in public for their streams, especially in Japan and Korea, after Johnny stirred the pot so much there. But this is a fairly recent clip that went viral from
also, it's people like Johnny Somali and like these other disrespectful streamers and tourists like go to Japan and Korea and we're not, that ruin the image of West tourists, like Westerner people to the people in Japan and Korea and whatnot. And now Japan hates tourists even more, which is understandable with how these guys have been behaving.
Ice Poseidon's group from a guy named ABZ. For example, in this clip, ABZ, one of Ice Poseidon's friends and Kick former employee, he's in public as he receives a donation, and of course the donation sound was set to some anime moans.
Love you too, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are you for real?
You guys are assholes. Alright, stop. No, let's not make this a thing.
Now, I must say to you that in this case, the streamer is responsible. Like, yeah, someone in the audience is being an asshole, absolutely, but the streamer is responsible for what happens on the stream. So even if I go onto Twitter and accidentally scroll past some not safe for work art, that's on me, because I shouldn't have done that to begin with. If they got noise redeems, that's on them. Yeah, he controls the speaker of the volume. He had it on speaker. He has those redeems on. This is on him.
Bro, but I thought it was a nice dono. Bro, no. you guys are rats, bro.
Or here, another dude in the group, slightly homeless, is supposedly drunk late at night and crashed.
Is that guy's name slightly homeless, or is he slightly homeless?
Crashes out on the street after getting in some relationship trouble, and this is with the only girl there in the group of streamers.
Homeless, this is actually all your fault. You decided to hook up with that girl. It's your fault, and you should learn.
I know it is my fault.
Is he in a graveyard?
Odd, but remember him because he'll become relevant to the story later on. But then you have this one, which ABZ filmed Ice Poseidon, I guess pretending to make out with a statue.
What the fuck? Maybe too.
Oh, maybe Sam took them.
Why? Just like, bro, why?
Paul! Oh!
Yeah. I mean, technically that's cheating because the intent was there.
See what I'm saying? Hanko doko? Hanko doko?
Why are
What?
IRL streamers making moves on statues, especially in Asia?
Because they can't get a living woman? Probably.
Why? What's the point? Like, thankfully, this isn't like a memorial from what I can tell, but
So
why
yeah, the Johnny Somali thing with the
fly
memorial,
out to
man.
Japan and do that? Or this?
Is he humping the face? Is that what's going on?
Oh, what do we got here? God damn, son. Ow, fucking hurt.
Alright, that's 2.
They seem to be in like a trail, so we just keep going forward.
Brother, are you okay?
What?
But if that wasn't questionable enough, I guess he decided to follow Johnny's footsteps and say this about the Yakuza.
Say it with me, Nana.
Huh?
The Yakuza.
The Yakuza.
Yeah, them. I hope they get.
I would not do this. This is such a bad idea. This is how the Yakuza targets you.
Good.
They're all
Get
Yakuza.
Why? That's just poor risk to reward assessment with that action. Like, I feel like that one can go south pretty quickly. Ice and his friends might not be just like Johnny Somali since they aren't really committing felonies nor harassing people in the same way as him. I also see why a bunch of Japanese and Korean citizens are labeling them as nuisance streamers. But
Bro. Like, have you guys seen this part where he literally just... I've said the sentence many times, but people like Johnny Somali have never gotten beat as a kid. Never faced any repercussions in his life whatsoever. Like, what are you doing, man?
Somali since they aren't really committing
Like,
felonies nor
why?
harassing people in the same way as him. I also see why a bunch of
Why?
Japanese and Korean citizens are labeling them
This is how a misbehaved child acts. Like, oh my
as
God.
nuisance streamers. But this group draws a very strong line
In the end, it's just a lol call, right?
between them and John, as we'll see soon. Because during a live stream, Slightly Homeless, who we saw earlier, he decided to call Johnny Somali out of nowhere.
Great content, right? Oh yeah, and it's a waste of food. Yeah, on top of that, yeah. Sorry, drunk, need girl advice.
You hear me? Nah, I've been watching a little bit of the trivia. I know, Nana. What's up?
Yes, the camera's on.
Hi. Hi, Nana. Hi. Hi. Hello. Does she know Johnny Somali? Does she know me? Terrorizing her country.
There's no way he's wearing a MAGA hat. Chat, there's no way he's wearing a MAGA hat.
I love that the only thing that Johnny can brag about in his life is harassing strangers in public. Really, dude? Congratulations, Johnny. So Johnny claims that he's planning to meet this group in Busan because apparently they're also going to Korea soon, but I doubt that'll ever happen, judging from that reaction at the end there. If it does happen, it'll probably be from Johnny stream sniping them. And also, that clip that we just saw also kind of reinforced his ban on Kick because Ice is pretty influential on Kick. And Johnny clearly begged to get unbanned on Kick because he has no platforms left. And obviously, Ice said this.
Oh, what the
What?
Johnny Somali, are you still alive?
Johnny
Bro, hang up on this.
Bro, what the are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
God,
What do you mean? I want advice.
Huh?
I want advice. Advice? Yeah, what are you doing? Second Somali. Nephew Somali.
Look, when you guys do Busan, I'll be
I'll talk to you later.
I can barely make anything out,
Dude,
man.
from K. Get me up there.
He wants unbanned from K.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
Peace out, bro. I'll see you later.
See you later. You made Cake look like shit.
Not like I.
Can you take shit? Yeah, it was just like a lot of people just talking on top of each other.
Some of them are making Kick look great either, but I will agree that there is a difference between them. But honestly, Johnny has way bigger problems than meeting Ice Poseidon, like the bounty Johnny has on his head for the Korean public. Because remember, they call him the Golden Goblin over there. So yeah, strangers are still paying for anyone who can film themselves hitting the guy. So technically, he still drops
Oh my
loot.
god. Oh my. Oh my. Korea. What the hell? That's crazy. They actually put a. Oh my god.
It's like this niche Korean online community that are essentially playing human Pokemon Go with Johnny Somali because he harassed the citizens of Korea for profit. Kinda deserved. So he has that to worry about, and his new charge, as he was just now recently charged with an additional count of violating the Minor Crimes Act, which is the same kind of charge that postponed his trial back in December. So now we have 2 charges of obstruction of business, and then we have 2 Minor Crimes Act charges as well. Now, regarding the Minor Crimes Act, we don't know specifically what they're investigating because the dude has basically committed so many illegal acts in South Korea that it's almost impossible to track everything down. And before you ask, a minor crimes offense in Korea has nothing to do with minors. Like, that's just the equivalent of
it's a small offense.
A misdemeanor over there. So recently, I guess he's just stacking misdemeanors on top of his felonies already. But when I was researching this video, I saw a comment about Johnny's situation that said this dude is like the lucky roulette wheel of crime prosecutors. Whatever you land on, he's probably committed it. And that describes it pretty well, because unfortunately for Johnny, yet again, the dude live streams and documents everything he does.
I can't wrap my head around the way Johnny Somali works or thinks or whatever. Like, I just can't. How can you humanly possible, like, just act like that? Just act that way. That's insane. Hope you get some serious jail time. Yeah, fuck around, find out. That's the finding out part. He should.
So all the prosecutors have to do is just sit and watch through all of his VODs. What an absolute skill issue. The dude just completely played himself. But even though he got another misdemeanor, as I said in my last video, these all add up. Because 1 misdemeanor, it doesn't really do too much, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. But 2 misdemeanors, you'll probably get into a little bit more trouble. But if you add those 2 misdemeanors on top of his felonies, suddenly Johnny might be ending up in some serious prison time. And I mean, every update on him just shows us how possible this can actually be. Because now he's being charged as a repeat offender. So it's safe to say the dude wishes he never went to Korea. And speaking of getting banned on platforms, Johnny's TikTok account has now disappeared. And
wait, what did that say?
And speaking of getting banned on platforms, Johnny's
going to laugh like a maniac when I beat the... What? Beat the case like OJ? Who?
TikTok account has now disappeared. And even though it's tough to tell exactly what's going on, I do feel like there might be a pattern. And that pattern, I guess, is his career completely vanishing.
Yeah, he's getting deplatformed. Orange juice. But like, what's the point of saying that?
Because absolutely nothing has been posted on any of his socials.
OJ Simpson? Who's OJ Simpson?
There was nothing on his new YouTube account because his old one was banned, but he does have a new channel, but nothing's there. And his Rumble account, that's just kind of collecting dust because there's nothing new there either. So for now, his career of harassing random people in public has come to a complete halt. But if you watched our last video on Johnny, you might remember Hank as well, the guy who did that podcast interview where he tried to explain why he keeps being friends with Johnny Somali. A bunch of creators covered that interview, including Andrew from Legal Mindset, who we've also had here on this channel before. And surprisingly, Hank decided to file a lawsuit against a bunch of different South Korean streamers for stalking and harassment, and against Andrew for talking about what he does on a public platform. But when Hank filed this lawsuit, he decided to combine all of these streamers into one single case. And that might have been one of the worst decisions he could have done for that lawsuit, because now it's a lol suit. Honestly, it was a little suit to begin with, but that definitely does not help. Hank is also suing Andrew, an attorney, not for stalking and harassment, but for insult and defamation. In the same lawsuit?
How?
Hank is suing Andrew because basically Andrew quoted Hank himself in that live stream interview on Legal Mindset's channel. And at the end, I guess Hank didn't like it.
Hank's issue is that he made these statements. He came out of his own volition on an international public broadcast and said these things.
And then he was quoted, and he's calling defamation for him being quoted?
And I think what Hank thinks is that he can say these things on a public broadcast and they will remain private. So he thinks that he can go out and just talk to people publicly on something he knows is being streamed, he knows being put out there.
Hank was the one who defamed himself on a public platform. Other people just talked about it. That's like suing a mirror for showing your reflection. It's safe to
yeah, how dare this mirror show me that I'm ugly?
say, like, not even Andrew is taking this issue very seriously because he knows the lawsuit isn't going anywhere, but also because Hank is trying to sue Andrew under Korean law when Andrew isn't even based in Korea. And Andrew is also not a South Korean citizen.
I'm currently in Thailand, which once again, I say is a proper venue or would be a proper venue. I can say whatever the I want, and he can't. Under South Korean law, it's inapplicable. South Korean law has nothing to do with what I say as a non-resident of, I'm not a permanent resident, I'm not a citizen of South Korea, so I can say whatever the I want about Hank.
So here we are watching the Johnny Smalley situation get even worse, which I honestly didn't even think was possible in the first place. Even after all of his equipment has been confiscated, he's still racking up charges, you know, because he live streamed everything and they're still combing through everything that he's done in Korea. His court date is currently the 7th of March, but there are a lot of rumors saying that because of his recent charge that they're likely going to postpone that court date. So I guess we just kind of have to wait a few weeks to find out. But other than that, if you want the full story of how we even got here, you can check out this video. Or this one, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.
They took his equipment. I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't really want to like look at more things because it was just non-stop Johnny Somali, everyone just talking about him. I didn't care anymore, but like once in a while I want to like peek in and see what's happening, you know? And they took his equipment. But yeah, no, Johnny Somali is definitely fuck around and find out. And he fucked around and he did find out, chat. It is self-inflicted, yes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Simple. Very simple. Alright, we got ads in 5. Let's see, what else are we gonna watch? What else? We still got 2 hours, chat, Jesus. I'm gonna go to bed, kids, it's 3 AM already, should be like 4 AM. Yeah, it's almost 4 AM. I should check. Oh. I don't think we've gotten to the goal, but let me check anyway. Oh, God damn it, I opened the Kitsunero.
The Kitsunero! The Kitsunero is real!
This is what I meant to click. This is what I meant to click. I wanted to look at this. What does it say? 637. Alright. Alrighty. Oops, not starting. A browser. Alrighty. Alrighty. Dragon Soldier, thank you so much for the 4 months, man. Thank you. Let me find videos for us to watch, chat. Oh, we could watch the Costco video. We could watch the Costco video. Sure, we'll watch this. I'm intrigued to learn about Costco. Then what else? What else? What else? You're gonna love it. Let's go. Oh, we could watch this. Why everything is a monthly subscription now? This was, I believe, recommended by you guys. Run Edge? Yeah. Let's run the ad. I'll get words on stream. I need to get water. Words on stream. Yeah, you guys go. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. Let me get water. Yo, defeat, definitely. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Why is the music such a vibe? Such a vibe. Oh, what? Oh, what? Let's continue. I need a pouting emote, man, like Silver Veil has. Hers is so cute. Which do you guys want to watch first? The Costco one? Let's watch the Costco one first. The most gangster grocery store on the earth, Costco. So we recently watched a video on fast food, and Costco has gotten was mentioned because of the $150 hot dog, which apparently comes with a drink. And you guys suggested for me to watch a little bit about Costco, so here goes.
Ah, yes, Costco, the only grocery store on the planet that makes almost no money from selling groceries, yet is somehow one of the most profitable grocery stores on the planet through nothing other than psychological tricks and magic.
Huh?
Today we're talking about Costco. We all know what Costco is because the members of Costco never shut up about Costco. They're just out there in the world roaming around, non-ironically wearing clothing from Costco's in-house brand, Kirkland, desperately waiting for anybody to ask them what Kirkland is so that they can inform and educate, preach the gospel to these non-believers that Kirkland is actually manufactured by name brand manufacturers and the products are cheaper and better than any other name brand product. And if that's not what they're up to, they're out there flashing their Costco membership card, trying to use it to get laid, and it's working a shocking amount of the time, apparently. And there's a good reason for that. Costco is selling all of its products at a net zero, meaning they don't make any money when they sell you something. In fact, some of their
How are they? What?
Their items, they even sell at a net loss, meaning the more they sell, the more money they lose. Yet somehow, they still manage to pay all their employees well above their competitors and have a net profit of over $6 billion a year. And I'm going to explain how that's even possible right afterwards.
Like, legitimately makes no sense. They're a grocery store, but they're actually losing money from selling groceries.
Sponsor. This video is brought to you by Rocket Money, your all-in-one finance app that's going to help you cancel subscriptions, lower your monthly bills, and overall manage your money better. Rocket Money covers pretty much everything. They will let you monitor your credit score. They help you manage your budget by letting you see all of your expenses in one easy location. And then if you want them to, they can actually go in and help negotiate a lower price on some of your bills, like your cell phone, for example. And they don't just save you money by negotiating down some of your bills. They also help you identify and cancel a bunch of subscriptions that you probably didn't even know that you had. And this is my favorite part because me and my wife, mostly my wife, has a horrible habit of signing up for free trials on apps and then forgetting to cancel it. But luckily Rocket Money's here to let me know that I've been spending.
You guys also do that? I sometimes do. I recently tried to cancel everything I don't use though. Like, Jesus, man.
Spending $7.99 a month every month for the past 3 years on some photo editing app that my wife used one time for an Instagram post. Yeah, babe, what's up?
How many guns did you buy this year?
No comment. Wait, what? How do you even know I'm talking about you right now? Did you bug my office?
That's just women.
Don't worry about it. B, keep my name out of your mouth.
All right. All right, I gotta finish the ad. I gotta go. Love you.
Damn. Didn't even say it back.
Anyways, if you want to take control of your finances today, go check out Rocket Money. I will have a link in the description down below. Let's get back to the video. There's a baby monitor in my office. All right, so Costco. Our story begins in 1954 with a man by the name of Saul Price who convinces his mother-in-law to buy a warehouse as an investment property. However, mother-in-law wasn't a commercial real estate mogul and had no idea what to do with this warehouse. So Saul Price is like, you know what? Fine, I'll rent the warehouse from you and I'll put a business inside of it. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll figure it out. He then stumbles across a brilliant business known as FEDCO, which is essentially a large in-bulk grocery store that offers very, very cheap groceries to its members, and the only way that you could be a member of FEDCO was to work for the federal government. So Saul Price approaches FEDCO and is like, hey, you guys have a great business model. I've got a big empty warehouse. Let's partner together. We'll make this a FEDCO also. It'll be great. FEDCO is like, nah, we're good. At which point Saul Price is like, okay, that's fine. Well, I'm just going to steal your business model because you can't patent selling groceries at a discount to members. So I'm going to open up my own equivalent of your store called Fed Mart. The only difference is instead of selling groceries cheap to members, I'm going to sell groceries really, really cheap to members. Like I'm almost not going to make money off of selling groceries, and I'm going to charge them a $2 membership fee. Okay.
The only way this is working, right, is... Well, okay, not the only way, sorry. I take that one back. But what it reminds me of... Sorry, I'm tired, so speaking is getting hard. What that reminds me of is how... Uber did super cheap prices, kicked everyone out of the business, and now made their prices really expensive.
And this business model seems kind of weird, but it's actually genius, okay? Leonardo da Vinci once said that simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication.
Wait. So you actually have to have a Costco membership to shop there? Is it actually?
And that's what's going on with this business model. If you don't know, grocery stores are probably one of, if not the most competitive retail environments on the planet. The profit margins on food in grocery stores is so razor thin.
How much does a Costco membership cost? The hell? How do you become a Costco member? And I don't know, that's such a weird concept to me. Having to be a member? 60 USD per year. Now the question is, do you really save money that way?
It's crazy. And what FedMart has done with this business model is essentially said, I'm not going to compete in this highly competitive environment. I'm going to sell my groceries at net zero. I'm not going to make money. I'm just going to break even on everything I sell, and I'm going to make all my money off of charging a monthly subscription fee of $2 to let everybody shop at my grocery store where my stuff is the cheapest because I'm not making any money off of it. I have no profit margin there. So if the customers shop here enough, they're going to save enough money to offset their membership fee, saving money overall. I'm gonna make money, and it's a win-win for everybody. In its first year of business, FedMart does
so it's like the long
4
run.
times its projected amount of profit, and they end up opening a bunch of more stores within a couple of more years all across the United States. Within 5 years, by 1959, FedMart goes public and continues to be outrageously successful. Fast forward to...
Okay, and now I have a question for the Americans here. Do you have a Costco membership?
In 1975, a German conglomerate company buys up the majority of the stocks in the stock market, and they assume control of FedMart. Now, these German investors assume control of the company, and naturally, they're like, wow.
Metro works the same way in Germany? They do? I didn't know. Yes, no.
What a brilliant business strategy. It's so simple, it's physically painful. All I have to do is change nothing and rake in money. But you know, it'd be cooler if we re-German engineered the entire thing. I bet we could get 3% better performance if we made this like 1,000 times more complicated. So that's what they did. They German engineered the company, and by 1983, completely out of business and shut down. So Saul Price is like, I made a ton of money going public with my business. They ruined it. It's closed down. There's no other company like mine. I'm going to start the exact same company all over again. So he buys an empty aircraft hangar and starts Price Mart with the same exact business model.
Oh, shit.
Here we go again.
Now, around the same exact time, Saul Price's old protege from FedMart, a guy by the name of Jim Senegal, ended up opening up his own business with his business partner, a lawyer by the name of Jeff Brotman. And that business was Costco, that also had the exact same business model. So Costco and PriceMart end up being competitors for a little while, and then they eventually end up merging together and they form Price Costco, and then it just becomes Costco, and this is what we have today. And modern day Costco really hasn't changed their business model. They still run a net zero on almost all of their products, and they make 92% of all of their money off of membership fees. So
92%? Okay, but by how much are they making?
Costco wants to make more money.
Right?
They have to A, maintain the members they have, and B, get more members. So how do you do that? You be competitive. You have the best prices, which, check, Costco already does because they run everything at a net zero. They're not making money. You can't get better prices than what Costco already has. So
is this true? Americans? Is this actually true? Does Costco actually run the lowest prices? And now the question is, are they good products? Are they good products? Do you get value out of it? Yes and yes, damn. Damn. That sounds worth it, then.
So, what else can they do to improve their business? They have to make shopping there fun, and that's exactly what they do. Okay, and this is where the psychological warfare and magic comes into play, all right? Because the second you walk up to a Costco, you have to pull out your membership card, and on the back side of those Costco membership cards, it's literally a photo ID. Like, you're not getting into this exclusive club unless you are a member.
Never cross the rope. No, but my friends are on the inside.
It even has a photo.
Watch it, I'm a bleeder. Okay, so right out of the gate, you already feel exclusive. You feel like a boss walking up to the bouncer at a nightclub and he just opens up the velvet ropes for you and waves you in because you're a member. And the psychological warfare just keeps going from there, right? Because the first aisle that you walk into, by design, is the expensive electronics aisle, okay? You sitting there, you're looking at like, shit, do I need a $4,000 TV? I probably shouldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna get
a grocery store sells TVs.
The TV, and then
sure.
You go about your shopping.
Like, that doesn't sound like just groceries. That sounds like all around.
And you think you did a good job, right? They did
and
that
jewelry.
Shit on purpose because now you think to yourself, oh wow, I just saved $4,000 because I didn't buy a TV the size of my garage door. So now
living in the big US of A is fun but very expensive. Oh yeah, so I heard. I bought a gun safe from there. I like Walmart where they'd put all electronics in the back. They have everything stonks. Do they have... let me think of something. Do they have pets? And not like food, but pets. Can you get a pet at Costco? Can you get a pet at Costco? They had fish tanks? Okay, well that's different. Remember, Walmart don't sell firearms anymore. Wait! Walmart stopped selling guns? You can't get pets at Costco. Well, I guess they don't have everything then. But sometimes there's Pet Mart in the same plaza. Damn. Hey, what's up, Galaxy?
Now you're like 10 times more likely to impulse buy something else for yourself because you feel like you just saved $4,000. So all of a sudden, that $80 purchase that you're going to splurge on doesn't feel like a big deal. And that is what makes the shopping fun.
Okay, yeah, that's very psychological. Also, here's another neat one. You know how often in grocery stores, at least here in Germany, right? I don't know how it is in America. They have the bakeries first. They do that because the smell is the smelly smell of fresh bread and fresh bakery stuff that may get you hungry and may get you to spend more money. So yeah, very psychological.
3 minutes of stepping foot inside of Costco, they've already made you feel like an exclusive member of their club, and they have convinced you that this is no longer a shopping trip, this is a trip where you get to treat yourself.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
And now they're about to turn the entire shopping trip into an adventure because Costco uses what they call the treasure hunt strategy, which basically means Costco is constantly moving around all of their items to different locations. So no matter how many times you go to Costco, you never know where you're going, okay? You're on a constant hunt for the milk, the eggs, the bread, and then you're running across like LED high-speed internet toasters for $80, and you're like, holy shit, I need that. And while that's going on, you've got an army of old women constantly trying to give you samples of food.
This is... Do they have lots of food samples? We don't do that very often here. We don't do that very often here, man. Costco wants your credit card debt. For us, it's typical for them to be in the back. Really? Damn. By the way, thanks for streaming for so long today. It's a SUBATHON, what can I say? Well, thank you for being here. Moving items around is not unique to Costco. A lot of other stores do it too, at least in America. Alright.
Not pudding. And while that's going on, there's no lull in the action. There's never a delay in the adventure that you're having because Costco doesn't have very many items, okay? Costco, on average, has about 3,700 different items available.
30,700, while Walmart has 50,000. That's really not that many.
Available in one of their stores compared to like Walmart that has over 50,000. Okay, this means there's no choices to be made, right? A normal grocery store has an entire aisle of 700 different types of salad dressing. You know what?
Okay, not that many here,
Costco has a fucking pyramid of ranch. It looks like you're getting the ranch, huh? Keep the adventure moving. But I like having a lot of options. No, you don't. I know you think you like options, but you don't. People.
Yeah. They don't. People don't want to think. People don't want to think.
People's actions say otherwise. Almost nobody appreciates having options. Watch this, I'll prove it to you. I'm gonna call my wife and I'm gonna very tactfully give her 0 options about where we're gonna go to lunch today. And then I'm gonna call her tomorrow and I'll edit it in and I'm gonna give her all the options in the world and we're gonna see which one she actually prefers.
Hello.
Hey, guess where I'm taking you for lunch?
Where?
Mexican restaurant.
Ooh, okay. I'll be ready in 15 minutes.
All right, love you.
Nice.
Love you, bye.
See you in 24 hours.
Nice.
Hello.
Hey, I'm hungry. Where do you want to go for lunch?
I don't know.
You want Chinese?
No.
Mexican?
No.
Burgers?
No.
Italian?
Yeah, no.
All right, you figure out where you want to go and then let me know, okay?
Chat. This is such a woman thing. I do it too. This is such a woman thing. I do it too. Don't give women the option to like go somewhere. Just tell them we're going there. Just tell them we're gonna go there and go eat. Don't give them an option.
Okay, fine.
All right, love you. Fucking science. Moral of the story, whether people know it or not, they actually hate having too many options because it makes you think, and when you have to stop and think, you have to stop, which breaks up the action, right? If you're having sex with somebody, you don't want them right in the middle of it to be like, hey, did you lock the front door? Like, I don't give a shit. Unless there's a velociraptor that kicks down that door, I'm in the middle of something right now, okay? Let's keep doing this. And this is true for like almost everything, right? You think Ice Cube would be one of the greatest rappers of all time if right in the middle of his song, Today Was a Good Day, he stopped and gave you a fucking pop quiz on geography? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, just enjoy the song and listen to it and you're happy. So when you're shopping at Costco, this is an adventure. This is a treasure hunt and there's no thinking and there's no breaks in the action ever. You're having a blast. And if that wasn't enough, the aesthetic of the overall store is absolutely incredible. Remember going to a normal grocery store when you were a kid and your mom couldn't find something and she goes up to the employee and is like,
yeah,
do you have this? And they're like, no, we don't have it on the shelf. And your mom goes, she says the magic words, oh, can you go check in the back? And
no.
Like, the fuck is, what's in the back? What's going on back there? Guess what? Costco, you're in the back, okay? I'm 99.
Oh, it's literally just warehouse aesthetics.
Guess what? Costco.
It's literally just warehouse. Oh my god. I mean, he did say they did buy a warehouse at this. This is literally just a warehouse. There is no back in Costco. You are in the back. That's amazing.
You're in the back, okay? I'm 99% sure that we're living in a simulation and Costco is the spawn point for all of the stuff. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Costco's got like food and clothes and electronics, you know, the common loot, but they've also got the rare shit that you can go find. So when Mrs. Fat Electrician gets sidetracked smelling 15 different types of candles, I'm going on a side quest to find something cool. What am I looking for? I have no idea. I'll know when I find it, okay? Costco's the only grocery store on the planet that you can just wander off and end up finding a signed jersey from Magic Johnson in 2024 when he retired in 1996, okay? You're just looking at it like, what is happening right now? And then you look over and you're like, oh, there's a ring that costs $340,000 and you're just looking at
it. Just like that? Just lying there? And anyone could just buy it? Costco is the real IKEA. I went there with my dad once because he has a membership and I got lost in the first week. Oh my god. Same with Sam's Club. I got a thing of TP and didn't have to buy any forms. Wait, what? I don't know what you're trying to say there. Everything is appropriately priced. Costco sounds like a fun scavenger. Actually, yeah.
In your hand like,
so it's like
this
loot
literally
boxes
costs more than the house that I live in. I'm fucking stealing this. And you're like, no, I can't. You put it back and now you feel like a good person and Costco is boosting your self-esteem. So you get done shopping and then you realize you're hungry. You have developed an appetite from adventuring for the past 2 hours and holy shit, Costco has a food court. So you go over to the food court and you're like, you know what? I haven't had a hot dog in 15 years. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna order a hot dog and a soda. They ring you up at the cash register. It's $1.50 for a hot dog and a soda, okay?
$1.50 for a hot dog and a soda. Can you just go to Costco, to the food court, without actually grocery shopping? What's up, Wazuko?
Just to be clear, this isn't like one of the normal little bullshit hot dogs that you like give to the kids at the barbecue while all the adults are eating steaks and burgers. No, this is the fucking hot dog that she tells you not to worry about. Okay?
Yeah, you can just go and eat there?
You went to a baseball game and got one of those big-ass novelty hot dogs, size hot dogs, and that plus a soda with free refills was $1.50.
Free refills? What? How in the world? Yeah, you need a membership.
So then, because you're a good person, because you didn't steal that ring, you politely inform the cashier, I think you messed up and accidentally gave me the hot dog for free, and that's just the tax. And she's like, no, it's $1.50. We haven't raised the price on the hot dog combo since 1984 when we came out with it because of the principles of the matter. Do you understand how crazy that is? 1984 was 40 years ago, okay?
Oh my god, it was.
We've had more inflation than that house from the movie Up since then, and they've refused to raise the price, okay? Dollar Tree is now $1.25 Tree, and this hot dog is still $1.50. So then you go home full and happy, but still fascinated by this $1.50 hot dog. So you decide to look into it. How is it possible? Was that actually meat inside that hot dog? What is going on here? And then you Google it and you hear the famous Costco hot dog story, okay? Apparently
there's a story to it. This nickname was taken. Thank you, you too. Happy Valentine's.
Apparently, the higher-ups at Costco came to the owner, Jeff Sinegal, at this point in time, Saul Price's protege, and they're like, we gotta sell this hot dog for more than $1.50. At which point, Jeff said, and I quote, if you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out.
Whatever you
thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head down there.
And I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you.
I am talking
Scorched earth, motherfucker! I will massacre you! I will fuck you up!
So that's what
Oh my god. That's amazing.
what Costco did. They figured it out in what is probably the most gangster way possible, right? They didn't want to sacrifice the quality of the hot dogs and have just horrible hot dogs. So they're like, you know what? The only thing we can do is to build our own hot dog manufacturing facility, and one of them's not going to be enough. We're going to build two of them. One in
I think this footage is from how it's made. I think I've seen Queso watch this recently.
own hot dog manufacturing facility, and one of them's not going to be enough. We're going to build two of them, one in LA and one in Chicago, and then we can control the price of hot dogs. And this figure it out attitude doesn't just stop at the hot dogs. When Costco wants something done, they get it done, okay? Here's another example. They wanted to build a new Costco in LA. And here's the problem with that. Getting anything done in the state of California.
Okay, but like, where's the bad part? Like, somehow it's a couple. They need to be scummy. Where's the trap? Where's the bad part? Like, it can't be just as good. How it's made, recommending watch how it's actually made series. Oh my god. Yeah, I've seen how it's actually made. It's a holy grounds. The bad part is you need that membership, but even with that membership, like, in the end, you will, like, outbalance that membership by how much you have saved.
Especially a major city like LA is an absolute nightmare. California is not rated very well as far as being business friendly goes, and it just takes forever to get anything done, right? You want to put up a new building, you got to have environmental impact studies, all this other bullshit, you got to pay a bunch in fees. It's just a complete nightmare, and it's going to take 20 years for them to put up a 300,000 square foot warehouse. But they had a new rule that due to the housing crisis, they would expedite immediately any projects that had affordable housing. So Costco is in the process of building a Costco in the middle of LA that has fucking apartments on top of it, just so they can start slinging $1.50 hot dogs.
What? That's crazy. Bro, Costco seems amazing. What the hell? Oh my god.
In conclusion, Costco is the most gangster grocery store on the planet. Their slogans are, do the right thing, and more is more, and that about covers it. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com, and from now until August 30th, every single item purchased out of my merch store, whether it's a sticker, or a hoodie, or a shirt, or a beer koozie, is going to get you one entry to win a custom Steelhead Outdoors Fat Electrician gun cabinet. And second place is going to get a custom Steelhead Outdoors Fat Electrician pistol box. And third place is going to get a big care package from Wiley X, my favorite glasses company. So yeah, go buy some merch. Thank you for watching. Quack bang out.
Bro, Costco is based. What the hell? Costco is so based. I had no idea. Costco is the man's all-in-one soap of grocery stores. That's a really good way to put it. Costco is the place I've seen Americans and Canadians get along. Understandable so, man. What the hell? Damn. Well, that's great. They also do car stuff and they have a gas station. What? It sucks that the nearest Costco is an hour away. I hate going on the highway. Too many idiots have to travel. Like, oh, I get that, man. The highway always scares me. I don't like going on the highway at all. There's a food court of Costco outside of buildings, so you can get the $1.50 without the membership. What? You can even get it without it? Bro, that's insane. That's genuinely just insane. Just quickly thinking about, are we going to watch this video or another one? What are you doing, Amani? It's gotten late here, so I'm sending out Happy Valentine's Day, chat and Kipsu. Same to you, thank you. I remember seeing this meme where Freerin is in Costco and talks about how the hot dog remains unchanged even after 100 years from when she was there with him and the hero. Should still have it. Oh, that's awesome. Gas station Costco has discounted fuel, very much worth it. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's watch this video then. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Why is everything a monthly subscription now? Honestly, why? Why indeed? Because corpos wanna make money, I guess. You know the most ridiculous part, like before we start watching the video, the most ridiculous part about subscriptions is when Netflix and Amazon Prime and who not is charging you for a membership, and then you still get ads. And then you still get ads because you don't have the premium, extra plus membership. That one's a joke.
Subscription services are literally about to make everybody's lives unbearable within the next couple of months.
Especially also because there's Netflix, there's Disney Plus, there's Hulu, there's Apple TV, there is Amazon Prime, there's HBO, there's, oh my god, there's so many, and then there's like Crunchyroll for anime. There's like, why? And then they don't have everything anywhere. And the worst part is, it doesn't even work half of the time. Like, I want to watch shows legally. I do. And then it just doesn't work, or it's not available, or it doesn't exist in that language I want to watch it. Like, I want to pay for it. I want to be a good, upstanding citizen. But they don't let me.
If not already, because it's happening as we speak. Because Netflix has begun locking specific movies and TV shows from people if they don't pay the more expensive plan that Netflix offers.
No. No. Not just ad locked, but this? That's ridiculous.
Which means if you can't afford their outrageous prices despite already paying for the service, you just straight up get denied, even though you literally pay for Netflix.
Nah, I'm so happy I'm subscribed from Netflix again. Like, as soon as they were increasing the prices again, I was like, nah. Like, I only had it for like 2 months at that time. Even like, nah.
So not only is forcing people to update their current plans because their current plan doesn't give them access to the content that
$25.99. Who has this money just lying around for that? Download on 6 devices. Who cares about that? Like, it's cable all over again? Yeah, we're literally just going full circle.
They want to watch, not easy, but making people pay more than they already do to access content that's already on your platform, despite the fact that they should already be allowed to view it because they pay for it, is disgusting. Honestly, Netflix has become the biggest waste of money that I've ever seen. Do you want to know why YouTube is free? Because ads that play at the beginning of the video
pays for it,
and all throughout the video support this platform. Do you want to know why it's called free to air TV? Because you don't have to pay for it, due to the fact that they go on commercial break within those TV shows. So if you're going to include ads in a lower tier subscription,
Yeah, what the hell is the point of this then? What?
Make it free. Netflix, let me tell you something. You guys are lucky that you made a deal with the WWE. Otherwise, I and many others wouldn't pay for your terrible platform at all. But it doesn't stop there, because we also have freaking Goodwill of all places introducing their very own subscription.
What? What?
Service. Do you see how greedy of a world we're becoming now? Because as we speak, Goodwill has discontinued their special tag sales for their customers, seniors discounts for the elderly that cannot work anymore and therefore don't make as much money as they used to. So all they can afford is Goodwill because of their fixed pensions. Military discounts for the people who quite literally risked their life for the freedom and the safety of the country and their customer appreciation day. Obviously, because they don't appreciate their customers. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done this. This is just a slap in the face, isn't it? The fact that Goodwill receives all of their donations for free, and this is how they repay those people? By stripping them of the little amount of discounts they were given a couple of times a year? God, this company is just demonic.
I'm losing my mind over this. Here's what's happening. I have this HP.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, shit. I can tell a story about this too. Well, not really a story, but I can talk about this. Bro, is this the exact printer I have? This might be the exact printer that I have. Just in grey. HP has a subscription for ink where I get emails, chat. I get emails because I haven't connected my printer to the internet in a while. And they can't know if I've printed any. What? Why? Why do I need a subscription? I don't let me unsubscribe, but if I unsubscribe, I can't use my printer, it seems, because it's just like, oh, please make sure you're connected. Go connect. Ja, connect. Bitte connect. Printer ink is so expensive, it's cheaper to buy blood bags and print with blood. No joke. Jesus. Like, I don't have that many things to print. Like HP. I'm one person who lives alone, who doesn't go outside. I don't have that many things to print. Especially in 2025, where a lot of things can be handled with email. This is insane.
Printer that suddenly.
Oh my god. And on top of that, right? Chat. Get so close right now, chat. Listen to me. When I was having my printer disconnected from the internet, and then I tried copying some documents, just copying, so no like connection to the PC or anything. It's just like put it in, press the copy button. At one point, I got an error message, and it wasn't printing anymore. And I had to press the arrow key. And guess what it did? It printed out an entire page in color, telling me to connect to the internet, because otherwise I can't copy the documents anymore. Yeah. I had to grab my phone and figure out how to connect this bitch to the internet. I got slapped in the face with HP instant ink fees, which to be fair are just like $1. But still.
Suddenly stopped working. And I print out the page. And the reason it's not printing says payment method needs updating. Cannot print with the instant ink cartridge. So I start doing some research.
Oh my god.
It turns out if you got ink from HP through this fucking instant ink program, after your billing cycle ends, you literally can't print with them. So if you cancel your account
oh my god.
or you don't want to pay for this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is exactly my issue. This is exactly my issue, chat. What in the world?
Subscription service anymore, it like bricks the cartridge. The printer just refuses to print anything, and the ink is completely full. I replaced it like last week, and it just keeps showing me this error message and being like, can't print until you update your fucking payment method. So in order to use this ink, you have to re-sign up for the subscription service because it's like digitally verified.
So you're telling me that not only am I paying for a printer, not only
it makes me go insane.
For the goddamn ink to be able to use the printer that I just bought,
but
now I also have to pay for a subscription to be able to use those two things that I just spent hundreds of dollars on. Otherwise, it is quite literally unusable. They will kill the ink. HP, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You are not important enough to have your own subscription service.
Literally!
Feel lucky that we even bought your products to begin with, because we can all just so easily visit
this man. Like literally, you can go to an office store and print out a page for 20 cents. But it's more convenient to have a printer at home. Yes, it is. So that's why she's right. Why HP is lucky that we even decided to buy a freaking printer.
At our local office supply store and get what we need printed there for mere cents.
Whatever you do, do not ever buy an HP printer. Like, this might be my biggest purchase regret, I swear. Like, I just want to be able to print at my leisure. And so then I tried to print at my leisure, and it was like, no, you literally can't use the printer unless you have a subscription, and you can't use this ink that we sent you either. So I signed up for like the 10 page a month thing, not knowing that you can literally only print 10 pages a month. And then they cut you off, and they're like, no more, we're gonna charge you for each additional page.
It is...
What? What? I haven't even gotten to that part. What? I want to throw my HP printer against the wall right now. I really want to do that.
Robbery in broad daylight to prevent people from saving money by banning cheaper ink alternatives and making people subscribe for the ability to print 10 goddamn pages. Do you guys remember when you could buy a printer and the ink and just print as much as you want until the ink ran out? Oh my god, those were the days.
The future of owning a car looks like, and I hate it. BMW.
What do you mean there's a car subscription? Heated seat What? What?
He was rolling out a subscription feature in South Korea that requires car owners to pay like $18 a month just to have the ability to turn on heated seats.
I didn't even know you could have heated seats. Man, I haven't been in a car in a long time.
They also have additional fees for turning on heated steering wheels and other premium features.
Heated steering wheels? What?
And just to be clear, these are features that the car is already equipped with. But just to have the ability to use this feature, you have to pay a monthly.
That's so crazy, man. Like, if you buy it, you should be able to use it. The feature's there. Let me use it. This is exploitation.
Fee.
Can you imagine spending over $50,000 on a brand new car and then being told that if you want to use the premium amenities, you have to pay even more on top of the $50,000?
and people are still buying those cars.
That should be the price of the damn car if you want the extras, not the base cost.
Yup.
We thought that we would provide an extra service to the customer by offering the chance to activate that later, but the user acceptance isn't that high.
But it's already in there.
Oh, I wonder why user acceptance isn't that high. That's like paying full price for an empty water bottle and then being told by Mount Franklin that if you want the water in the bottle, you have to pay extra for the water. People feel that they paid double, which was not actually true, but perception is the reality, as I always say. So that was the reason we stopped that. Were they honestly trying to gas?
Yeah, right. I mean, good that they stopped that. That's just BS.
Like people so that they could get away with scamming their customers. It isn't perception. It was the goddamn truth. You were scamming people. But it all just gets so much worse. Because car brands aren't only making you pay a subscription for heated seats, they want to make you pay to use the goddamn key fob.
The key? The key? Key fob? Wait, what's a key fob? What the hell is a key fob? Key fob. Oh, it's like the electric thing where you just like click on it. The remote, yeah. Free trial. $10 subscription. Fuck. I'm so glad that this sparked backlash. Sparked backlash, Jesus.
Seats, they want to make you pay to use the goddamn key fob.
I have a bone to pick with Toyota, and Toyota only. I have a Grand Highlander, $60,000 car, and my subscription just ran out, so now I have to pay for it or whatever. Because I don't have the app anymore, my navigation doesn't work. $60,000 car, and the navigation doesn't work. Now give me another one. This key. Used to, you could take this key and press lock 3 times, and your car would remote start. Guess what? It doesn't work anymore. It's not a $60,000 car. It's a beautiful car. I love my car. And navigation out. Remote start out.
Do you remember a few years ago if you said,
please tell me this isn't a thing anymore? Please tell me they stopped this?
You wanted to buy a new car, it was because of all the cool brand new features that came with the car, such as things like remote starting and heated seats. Those were things to strive for because they were things that were included in the total final price of the car. But now, when you buy a brand new car directly from the manufacturer, you don't get access to those privileges unless you pay more.
This is ridiculous, outrageous, and just scummy.
It is a new level of greedy that I can't believe even exists. Oh, but the real scam is the fact that only models purchased after November 18th, 2018 have to pay for this feature. So if you bought a Toyota before November 18th, 2018, the payment doesn't apply to you. So not only are they now...
Do you get the features though? Like, do you still have the features though? Because it could, like, it could be that they don't have it, or maybe it's a connectivity issue so they can't implement it. Like, what?
Charging for something that used to be free, but a select group of people are getting charged while others aren't. How is that fair? And I'm so sorry to say this. The examples I have showed you with these cars and their ridiculous subscription services aren't even the worst of them, because it just gets even more.
How does it get worse? We already had Netflix. We had the cars. We had HP. What's worse than all of these?
More despicable with Mercedes-Benz.
Did you know that you can pay a monthly subscription to increase the power and acceleration from your electric Mercedes-Benz just like you pay for Netflix? That's right, the package is called Acceleration Increase, and for $1,200 a year or $100 a month, you can increase the 0 to 60 time on the EQS SUV by 1 second.
Something your car can mechanically do. That the car is being used to do is locked behind a $1,200 fee.
There's no way anybody's actually going to pay for that. Right? Right? 1 more second. They want to make you pay for 1 more second.
And you already know that there's those dumb-ass giga-rich people that will still pay for it. And that's how they get away. Because they don't need a lot of people paying for it. They just need a handful of a few rich dumbasses paying for it to make it all worth it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna put my fist through a wall or something. Ladies and gentlemen, that is precisely what I like to call a placebo effect, where you believe something is happening to your car because Mercedes-Benz told you that.
That might also be true, that it just isn't happening. That it just is a fake.
Something was happening to your car.
Unlocking the dash cam on your Benz will cost you an extra $16 a month. Now, if your Mercedes gets stolen, they will help.
Excuse me, what the fuck? Unlocking the dash cam? So it has a dash cam built in, but you gotta pay extra.
Unlocking the dash cam on your Benz will cost you an extra
something that is very important. And here it says from $200.
$16 a month. Now, if your Mercedes gets stolen, they will help you find it, but for $2 a month.
Is this Mercedes-Benz?
Yes.
Yeah, so while I was grocery shopping, the car that I gave you guys over $100,000 for was stolen from me. Would you guys be able to help me get it back? Oh, sorry to hear that. Do you pay for the monthly subscription that grants you access to our assistance? No.
What kind of assistance do they have anyway? Like, chat, the only thing I could imagine that's happening is that they could locate it. That they could freaking locate it. And at that point, why aren't you able to do that on your own? Why do I need, like...
Sorry, but I do have whatever. Oh, whoops. Looks like we can't help you then. Sorry, babe. You're on your own. Bye. If your car was stolen, you shouldn't have to pay Mercedes-Benz in order to get it back.
And the craziest one here, the EQS SUV has rear-wheel steering that turns the rear wheels by 10 degrees. Now get this, the 10 degrees is standard in the United States, but in other countries you get 4.5 degrees as standard, but you have to pay an extra $47 a month for the other 5.5 degrees. Why?
What?
And did you hear that? You have to pay $50 a month, which is $600 a year, to get 5 more degrees.
On something that cars used to not be able to do anyway? I went driving where I only had front or backside steering. I don't remember which one it was, really. I think it was the front one. Like, I didn't even know you could have both. Oh my god. Acer Codurus, hi.
Turning space of your wheel. There was also this mother on TikTok who made a video saying that the product she bought for her baby was a 10, but This quote smart crib that automatically rocks babies to sleep was knocked down to an 8 because she rightfully complains about the fact that this bassinet for a baby locked their previously available features for free behind a monthly subscription. Yes, we have gone to the point in our lives where even a baby's cot has become a monthly subscription. That is genuinely a sentence that has never been spoken up until this point.
Don't please explain to me how it is legal that the Snoop company has introduced a subscription for existing customers. I bought my Snoop before they introduced the subscription model. I paid like $1,200 for my Snoop, so it was not a cheap purchase. And if I knew that it was going to be behind the subscription model, I might have made a different choice. It just feels like a bit of a bait and switch. Am I the only one who thinks this? Like, how is this fair or legal? It just doesn't make sense to me.
How disgustingly evil is that? To charge new mothers who've just blown damn near $2,000 or...
Who needs that? So, like... What the fuck? Why do you need something this expensive? You don't need that. There's no need for this. You just rock the baby on your own. Like, what? Like, you can rock the baby bed on your own. That's indeed illegal. You can't alter the contract one-sidedly after signing it, which is purchase in this case. Yeah, like, that should be illegal, yeah. Or it is illegal in this case. Like, what the hell?
On your bed, 30 goddamn dollars to be able to continue to use the features
per month
that already came with the bed that they have been using for free this entire time just because you want more money. Hey, come here, come here, come here. The reason that bed was so goddamn expensive to begin with is because it included access to all of those features for free already. Like, you've put their sleep tracking behind a paywall. Oh, y'all don't give a damn about these kids or the quality of their sleep. You don't. You just want to take advantage of newborn mothers and squeeze them for all they're worth.
So yesterday someone posted a screenshot from Ancestry showing that soon, if you don't have a paid Ancestry account, you will no longer be able to see shared matches.
And there it is. We're making some changes. Soon you'll need a membership to view the features below this banner.
For the U.S. Discovery plan, which is their cheapest plan, it costs $119 for 6 months. Their all access plan is $259 for 6 months. But if you've already paid for your DNA test and you DNA tested with Ancestry, you should have access to all of the DNA tools.
Yup! Your personal DNA is also now a monthly subscription. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. We don't get flying cars. No, we get monthly subscriptions just because we dared to try and find out.
Where did our timeline go wrong? I swear. What happened? It's Harambe, isn't it? That's where everything went to shit. It's Harambe. It has to be.
Out where we came from and who we're related to. This is genuinely the most dystopian thing in the entire world. And the fact that the original kit was only $129 just a few years ago, but now the features that used to be included in your $129 package that came with the kit are now locked behind their subscription service. Like, that is quite literally you that they're putting a price tag on. You are now the monthly subscription. I just don't get it. What the hell is anybody supposed to do with an Ancestry DNA monthly subscription? And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to track your sleep, you can do so for $500 and a monthly subscription. Why? To access the data that it tracks. Because the $500 that you just blew on the ring can't do that.
No. Since I've had the Aura ring, if you were thinking about getting one, I would suggest don't. It was, what, $500? And then it's like a $6 subscription for every month that I use it to even get the data that it brings, okay? Number one beef, though, is that this thing was constantly disconnecting from my phone or the
Like, what's that thing even supposed to do?
I was missing huge chunks of data.
So not only do you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money for this ugly ass ring, and not only do you have to pay $72 extra on top of that to even access the information to begin with, otherwise you've just wasted your money, but it's also incredibly difficult for people to even charge this damn ring because it barely even fits on the charger.
Oh my god! What?
Oh my god. People are just getting scammed every single day now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!
Bro, what? Subscriptions are so much worse than I originally thought. Yikes. I need to go to the toilet. We are about to have ads anyway. So I'm gonna give you guys words on stream. And yeah, that's that. And then we watch more videos. I also think Armani took a shit, so I gotta clean that. Fun fact, my nickname is Toilet. Not Rusty Squirrel. Alright. Why is your nickname Toilet? What the hell? Either way, mods, please run ads. I'll be right back. hello people. Yo, is Tukis back? Oh my god. Tukis! Did you sleep? Are you awake again? Are you still up? Just played some games, it's 4 AM. Jesus. Are you coping? 50 more minutes. I can do that. 50 more minutes is easy. Unless someone decides to give subs at the end, which I don't know, man. It's exactly 5 AM right now. It's exactly 5 AM. SJM. Thank you. Kurokami! Welcome in. And Castlog, thanks for the follow. Either way, I have an interesting video to watch. And the video is exactly 40 minutes long. Well, 38 anyway. Hey, perfect score! Good job, chat! So proud of you. What's up? What's up? Perfect score. Either way, here goes. 40-minute video about Amaranth. Amaranth, the adult star who faked everything. Everything? Everything. If I remember correctly, Amaranth was the one that said she had an abusive husband who forced her to do all this explicit content. But once he left, like once he was out of the picture, she continued doing the same thing right after. Oh boy. Oh goody. Here we go. Here we go. Patrick, thank you for the gifted sub.
To put it simply, Amaranth is a woman best known for her
She's a woman? No way. That's an 1080p.
To put it simply, Amaranth is a woman best known for her endless Twitch streams and revealing outfits showing off huge tracts of land for nearly a decade.
Huge badonkadonks, melons, thick milk dispensers, calcium dispensers. Rusty Squirrel, thank you for the prime.
This woman has dedicated her entire life to sitting in front of a screen for days straight as men gawk. While I never personally saw the appeal of watching Twitch streamers for hours on end, no one can deny that Amaranth dominates this space for female streamers. But even though she films every waking and sometimes
What?
even sleeping moment of her life, the public doesn't really know that much about her. So today I want to attempt to uncover who really is Amaranth. With me finding a lot of information people seem to never cover. Let's start simply with what you probably already know from watching any of the countless wiki regurgitation videos on the subject.
Now, before we get into the topic even further, right? I want to say, if you want to, like, do loot stuff, right, and have that be your main, like, thing, sure, do it. Right? But don't be disingenuous about it. Like, don't pretend that what you're doing isn't what you're doing, because everyone knows that you are doing it. And pretending that you don't, and trying to morally high stand, like, how do you say that? Like, it's just disingenuous and stupid.
Amaranth appeared on Twitch in 2016, displaying her intricate cosplaying designs. Her early streams consist of her playing some video games.
Okay, that's good. That is funny.
And dancing around in her house. It would
That
not
is stupid
be
and
until
funny.
2021,
Oh god, I
during
shouldn't
the height
post
of the
you.
pandemic, when Amaranth
Like,
seemed
bro,
to crack the code of Twitch with the hot tub meta,
that's
followed
just-
by the sexy ASMR meta. After gaining an immense viewership, she launched an OnlyFans that generated millions of dollars a month. While these gimmicks allowed her name to stay in the press, it didn't really generate real or substantial wealth, with the OnlyFans being the true moneymaker. With millions of dollars coming in, Amaranth decided to invest her savings by buying a gas station. Her fans and other content creators were very impressed by this business move that many called genius. As
Chat, was it Amaranth? I'm not sure. I think it was. Who made beer out of her who made the beer out of the yeast from her below zero area. Gamma Go Bathwater? No, not the Gamma Go Bathwater. That was, what's her name? That was pink haired one. Oh, please don't finish that sentence. I'm so sorry, man. I think it was.
mentioned before, despite being renowned as the Queen of Twitch and releasing thousands of hours of content,
whoever called her that?
The streamer's fans know little about her. I've watched pretty much every interview she's ever done, along with several of her tedious streams, only to realize she doesn't really give a peek behind the personal veil. Her reasoning may understandably be to keep her personal life private, which makes sense with the variety of crazy fans she has amassed. But in 2022, things changed. Amaranth went live with a phone call exposing her verbally abusive husband. She alleged that her spouse had total control of her finances, and forced her to perform sexual content for stream and OnlyFans, and that she didn't really want to do all the explicit stuff. Creators were quick to support the victim, and many were interested to see how Amaranth's content was going to change now that she was free from her husband. Yet when I compare her videos before and after her ex, it remains pretty much the same. Amaranth has never commented on this fact and outright refuses to answer any questions about her ex-husband. Instead, when she does talk about her personal life, she consistently mentions her love for
In chat, I quickly googled it. It was Amaranth doing the yeast beer. It's called the Essence of Amaranth.
horses and dream of opening an animal sanctuary in California. Besides what I just summarized here, virtually no one has ever put together the story of Amaranth. Like, why didn't her content change when she said it was going to?
Literally this! She's still doing the same thing. She's still doing the exact same thing. But she said it was her husband who was forcing her to do it. Make it make sense.
Who is her husband? And strangely enough, many people wonder if her explicit videos are fake, but we'll get to that later. To attempt to answer
Fake? Ooh, AI generated?
These questions, we have to start at the very beginning of the story. But before I go any further in today's video, I just want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Factor. For the month of January, I decided to flee the colder weather of Pennsylvania and go down to Florida. And while I'm down here, I don't have as good of a kitchen setup. So because of this, Factor has actually been a great partnership this month because I need some decent things to eat. They're fresh, never frozen, and chef crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to eat within 2 minutes. All you have to do is go on their website, choose your weekly menu of 35 options, including popular ones such as Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, Vegan, and Veggie. Then on top of that, there's 60 add-ons every week, like breakfast, on-the-go lunch, snacks, and beverages. And when things get hectic in life, Factor is flexible. You can change your order up every single week with plans from 4 to 18 meals. Or just pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. And the best part is, with Factor, you can rest assured you're making a sustainable choice. Factor offsets 100% of delivery emissions. and sources 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices. One of my favorite picks from this time around was their Tex-Mex beef bowl. This came with green chili cheese sauce and cauliflower rice. Honestly, this tastes better than a lot of things you could get at a restaurant. So if you're interested, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50GFM to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50GFM at factor75.com.
Pretty sure Factor is a daughter company of HelloFresh, right?
To get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Caitlin Michelle Saragusa was born on December 2nd, 1993 in Houston, Texas.
1993? So she is 31 to 32 now.
Growing up, she became close with her older half-brother, who was from her mother's first marriage. When she was only 4 years old, this brother ended up moving in with his biological father, and Amarantha did not see him often after that. She was then left with her other brother, who she did not get along with, and the two of them engaged in sibling rivalry.
And then I was stuck with my other brother, who had like the middle child complex.
Oh, I didn't even know she had an interview with Dr. K.
If you've seen that before, where it's like they don't get the attention of the young one, but they also don't get treated with respect like the older ones, so they just kind of like act out of spite. So he was kind of rude to me until he became an adult.
When reflecting on her...
I mean, that's just siblings, I guess. My sister was always like rude to me, never like had any respect for me, and now like we're chill. Like that's just siblings, isn't it?
Her childhood, Amarantha describes it as boring. Both of her parents worked constantly to make ends meet. Her mother was a preschool teacher and her father worked in IT, which resulted in them having to leave the young girl alone often. Despite having a dual income, her parents had no money to travel and never took time off of work to spend with their children.
Growing up, I was kind of just...
That still sounds better than my childhood. That...
raised in front of a TV like a lot of kids who had working parents.
While left to her own
that's really not that bad.
Devices, Amarantha discovered her love for solo activities such as art and video games. Having limited ability to interact with people, the young girl grew to love animals.
My neighbor...
I'm sorry, but 1.5 million a month, it said something here. She's making 1.5 million a month on OF and Twitch. It's not... What the hell?
Raised in front of a TV like a lot of kids who had working parents.
While left to her own devices, Amarantha discovered her love for solo activities such as art and video games. Having limited ability to interact with people, the young girl grew to love animals.
My neighbor's dogs just come up and roll over for belly rubs, and it was just like a genuine connection where it felt like you could actually connect to them without needing to be good at talking. And so animals became like the only thing I cared about.
Every day she would...
Okay, yes. Animals have a really deep connection with a human if... Like, on a deeper understanding than just like a human to human. It's an honest relationship, I would say. Sure, yeah.
Spend time with dogs instead of making friends with other kids of her own age. She believes that because her parents didn't have friends over, the young girl never learned how to properly interact with humans.
That's dumb. That's a dumb thing to say. Unless she was homeschooled, that's a dumb thing to say.
Eventually, her parents gave in and got their daughter her very own dog at the age of 12 when she could properly care for the pet on her own. Once she reached high school, she discovered her love for costume design and joined the theater club.
So she did go to school. So, I never had anyone over. I'm not great at socializing. Wait, she may have a point. Huh.
However, her challenges with social interaction persisted.
So I was kind of like, I guess, a social outcast.
And I can kind of like
handle being bullied, since I was bullied a lot in school for being a nerd before that was mainstream these days. People weren't like really fond of girls who were into video games. The guys were like, ew, it's a girl who likes her stuff, and the girls were like, ew,
woman.
you like boy stuff.
Amaranth was a very gifted student, and at one point was top of her class until she grew tired of keeping her grades up. Despite her declining disregard for her education, she still was very interested in business. Her uncle owned a dog walking company, and he would talk to her about his different strategies for growing his customer base. She cites that this is what inspired her to start a business of her own. Upon graduating, she decided to attend a community college. Finding love in dressing up to escape her monotonous reality, she decided to major in costume design. In need of some extra cash, she decided to take a job working at kids' birthday parties.
I will be honest, this is a really good-looking cosplay. This is actually good-looking cosplay. How is all of this relevant? I mean, he's just telling the full story. He's going from the start. That's how it's relevant. Like, having full context.
Dressing up as their favorite characters. She enjoyed the job and knowing how to get into character from her theater background and knowledge of costumes. From a very young age, Amaranth had taken up cosplay and spent hours alone creating realistic costumes to dress up as her favorite fictional characters. Eventually, she saved up enough money to open her own costume character company called the Royal Court Princess Parties. She even began a secondary business, a baby Epona plush, creating her own pattern and sewing each stuffed animal individually. Due to her cosplaying, Amaranth received an interesting proposal from the streaming site Twitch in 2016 at 23 years old. She agreed and became a member, but
did you say at 20 years old?
Cosplaying, Amaranth received an interesting proposal from the streaming site Twitch in 2016 at 23 years old.
23.
She agreed and became a member, but didn't have much success at the start. Due to this, she found another job sewing costumes for the ballet. Amaranth believes that her lack of success streaming was because most people don't appreciate cosplay or the time and effort she put into the detailed costumes. Instead, she discovered that changing the outfits to be overtly sexual led to a lot more viewership.
And here goes the downfall. Loki reminds me of, on the very surface level, right? Like, of Metamorphosis, how, like, I don't want to completely, like, what's the word? Like, free her of anything of her faults, right? But definitely society definitely is a huge part in it, because sex does sell. That is true. But obviously, she made the choice to do it. Like, she made the choice. She didn't need to do it.
For like the girls who would do like the sexy versions of characters, I'm like, that looks nothing like the reference. And then I learned how much money they're making, and I'm like, never mind.
She then created a Patreon account.
That is money.
To where she posted exclusive lewd content.
A lot of the audience on Twitch just doesn't care what I have to say if it's like a serious topic. They just want to see me prance around in my cleavage.
Despite
literally, literally. She knows. She knows. Yep, she knows. Of course she knows. 100% she knows.
She was banned from the site in 2019 when she accidentally exposed herself while playing with her dog. Only 6 months later, she was banned a second time. There was never a reason given as to why she was kicked off this time, but it followed a streamed gym session. Quickly after this, she received her third ban, showing a follower's profile picture with inappropriate content.
As I pulled him into a Discord because I was doing like a viewer program or whatever, and while he was talking to me, he changed his profile to, you know, like a peepee.
Oh my god. Again, I have said this earlier today. You as a streamer are responsible for what gets shown on your stream. But damn, that's a dick move. Damn, that's a dick move, man.
Sweet.
Yeah, so most of the bans aren't even my fault.
Despite her rocky
The third one, again, your own responsibility. That guy definitely has a huge part in that. But the first two were definitely her fault. Like, come on, man.
Relationship with the streaming site, the cosplayer would continue on. She still didn't know how to build her audience to the next level, but that was all about to change when female streamers discovered a loophole in Twitch's terms of service. This all started when Amaranth began to notice that many female Twitch streamers appeared in hot tubs, wearing skin.
Here it is. The hot tub meta.
Skimpy bikinis, and they weren't getting banned. At first, the creator wondered how these women were getting away with this, since Twitch had very strict guidelines on what streamers were not allowed to show. However, there was a loophole in the site's guidelines that allowed for women to wear this attire if the content made sense, such as when swimming. Amaranth started doing this as well, but she put her own spin on it. She brought the hot tub inside her house. From there, she would stream for 12 to 13 hours a day, straddling a pickle inflatable. Her numbers began to rise exponentially as she started to make more money than ever before.
I would game in the hot tub, I would work out in the hot tub, I would talk to people in the hot tub, I would have like podcasts in the hot tub.
Even though she experienced success, there were some drawbacks from sitting in water all day long, such as developing chafing and pruned skin. Amaranth was so dedicated, she even wanted to sleep in the hot tub, but her manager refused to allow this due to the drowning hazard.
Well, I honestly don't even understand how you possibly did the hot tub for 12 hours a day.
It was grueling. I hated that. It's
couldn't seem to hate it enough to not to stop doing it. Well, she clearly didn't hate it enough.
So exhausting.
Despite disliking the conditions of the water streams, she began making more money, about $100,000 a month. Surely this made up for the uncomfortable conditions, and she has used this gimmick for everything it is worth, even selling the water for $200 a jar.
She also sold bath water, I didn't even know, man. What is it with people even buying that?
Before dropping the price to $50. This is also around the time that she began to become more well-connected with other content creators. She would host collabs with other attractive female streamers such as Destiny's ex-wife. She then expanded into collabing with adult stars such as Lena the Plug, Adriana Chechik, and Sky Bree. This hot tub meta resulted in several male Twitch streamers being outraged over the site allowing this behavior.
The hot tub
meta. Yeah, because it was there, uncensored, in everyone's face. And because minors can access the site.
It's all over. It's so disgusting. I'm disgusted to call myself a human being when I see other people doing this, taking advantage of things like this.
The reason for their outrage was due to the belief that these women were taking over what was supposed to be a gaming site.
Twitch is no longer and has not been a gaming site in forever. The most popular streaming category is just chatting. So it's really hasn't been just a gaming streaming site in ever.
Many also felt that it was showing adult content to young viewers.
That is the
to
problem.
Amaranth's defense, stating that the critics were just jealous. Despite
every time, their only defense is they're jealous. They can't come up with anything else. It's just jealousy.
Despite these clapbacks, many still protested against allowing this behavior, but had virtually no success in getting anyone banned. And if they didn't like hot tubs, they would surely hate the upcoming ASMR meta.
Oh my god, I hate ASMR. I hate the sound. I hate the
While this
sound.
doesn't seem like inappropriate content,
Bro, and the licking the mic.
it
Why?
quickly turned sexual when attractive female streamers began licking the microphones for hours a day. This was also paired with the young woman wearing revealing clothing while staring straight into the camera.
Like nails and oh!
Twitch eventually had enough and banned Amaranth for a 4th time. It may have been
the one thing I don't get, how many times does a streamer need to get banned to get permit? Like, what?
Performing this type of sexual content that pushed the streamer to explore more ways to profit off of her body. It was in May of 2021 at 28 that she decided to start an OnlyFans. This is when she began making $1 million a month off of the sexual content.
$1 million a month, chat. $1 million in one freaking month.
With her growing fame, the 20-some-year-old woman began doing interviews with YouTubers who asked her some questions about her background, but she didn't reveal much in response. She has talked about her parents' positive reaction to her job, but that seems really strange to me because at other times she has mentioned that her parents are very conservative Baptists, a group who don't tend to be okay with sex work.
It might have something to do with like my upbringing too, though. My mom was very like conservative and like touching yourself is bad.
As time has gone on, she often talks around questions dealing with her personal life and doesn't seem willing to open up about much.
Yeah, so Kate, I think of all of the conversations I've ever had on stream, this feels to me to be the most incomplete. I feel like we have a lot more left to talk about.
Like, her upbringing really wasn't that bad or anything, man. Like...
Another contradiction that the creator makes involves posting explicit content.
What's the worst decision you've made in your career?
Probably not joining OnlyFans earlier.
You know what? At least she's honest about it, you know? At least she's honest about that. At least she's honest about that. So far. But the video is called Who Faked Everything, so...
Another thing I guess is when I was first starting off, even though I have like a lot of money now, I kind of wish that while there was less saturation, that I had gone more of a mainstream creator route a little bit. Kind of like kept that balance.
Through OnlyFans and streaming, Amaranth developed a large simp following that sometimes turns creepy and even dangerous. One Craze fan went so far as lighting her trash can on fire and attempting to burn the model's entire house down.
What the hell?
She also experienced multiple cases of being swatted.
I've been swatted so much to...
That sucks, man. Okay. With that, I do feel bad for her for that. That's crazy, man. Like, swatting is... so immensely stupid and dangerous. People, there have been cases where innocent people have lost their life about it. That's nothing okay to do.
At this point where the cops, they don't even have their guns out anymore. And I tell them, look at my stream too. If I'm online, that I'm not dead, right? And they're still obligated to come by.
How often are you getting swatted?
A few times a month, typically.
Despite this being scary, Amaranth claims that the worst case she ever experienced had to do with a man from Estonia. He allegedly flew to Houston, Texas, and then reached out to the model to give him a ride from the airport, believing that the two of them were in a relationship. When she did not pick him up, internet trolls gave the delusional poster Amaranth's address, and he arrived at her front door with a ring.
React chat, this is peak parasocialism. The guy actually believed he was in a relationship with her. Someone she probably never even spoke to. Chat, this is peak parasocialism. Jesus Christ.
It was really creepy, and the police came. The first time he showed up, they did a restraining order.
Yeah.
And like a trespassing warning, and they like dropped him off somewhere. But then, like a year later, he came back again.
Despite this man being arrested
What the
twice
hell?
for stalking, he appears to still be in the US and comments on her content to this day. This has led the woman to take extreme precautions to protect her safety, such as living in a compound with walls.
I heard you have a safe word for if you need to call 911.
It's actually like a button. I have a red button I press in my vault.
Oh yeah, other streamers have that too. Like that one, she's not the only one. There's like a panic button that you can press and like you can get and like press to like instantly call 911. I think it's more of an American thing though. Like I haven't heard of something like that in the EU.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I run in there. It's like a gun vault with like a bulletproof door.
Even with the obsessed fans, it was beneficial to the OnlyFans model to generate other sources of income. Twitch began cracking down on other booby girls for their sexual content by messing with their ability to collect ad revenue, and shadow banning them from the front page of the site. In 2022, Amaranth needed to find other ways to make money and came up with a crude idea.
Is selling jars, $1,000 jars filled with her farts. Filled with her farts. $1,000. A YouTuber tested that it was ranked apparently. What?
Yeah. She decided to sell fart jars.
What?
Also, I'm not doing this. Amaranth is.
Chat, should I sell fart jars? Would you buy a fart jar if I sold it for $5? Not even for $5! What the fuck?
People were both disgusted by this business venture as well as deeply entertained. She then sold these jars for close to $1,000 a container.
Okay, so it's marked on the website for the cutie patooties as $1,000 each, but marked down to $4.99. So I don't know what the actual.
My farts went down in value after a while.
Please don't joke that if you want money, I'll give it. It's a joke. It's a complete joke. I no, like that's bro. I just no.
I just want to point out that
also let me rewind this
for the
$1,000 a container.
Okay, so it's marked on the website for the cutie patooties as $1,000 each, but marked down to $4.99. So I don't know what the actual.
My farts went down in value after a while.
I just want to point out that Belle Delphine's prices for her stunts were much more reasonable.
Yeah, wasn't it like 40 or something for the water jar for her?
Anyway, Amaranth claims to have made around $100,000 between the scent jars and hot tub water. Not too long after, she was banned from not just Twitch for a fifth time, but also TikTok and Instagram. It was at this point that she had time to try out some other ventures. With her millions already earned, the streamer
Isn't she already on the F? What other ventures does she need?
had an idea to expand her content from just being a solo streamer. This is when she attempted to create a Wipeout-style game show with Twitch creators called Streamer Royale. Despite spending an exuberant amount of money on the event, it failed miserably.
What? Yeah, I never heard of that one.
With her audience. Interestingly enough, Amaranth didn't take responsibility for the show not being entertaining, but blamed the other content creators for the disaster, making it clear that there was behind-the-scenes drama.
I felt like the amount of money it took to invest, because that show costed like $500K to put on. Yeah, for the amount of viewers that you get in return, it was like maybe like 20 to 50K or something. And then the amount of streamers that flaked or just like were like say yes and then they drop out last minute, it pisses off a lot of sponsors. So it's just like too much hassle.
Later that same year, she went on a dating
Aiden
show
Ross.
hosted by Aiden Ross, where she interviewed different men who attempted to smooth talk the streamer into going on an actual date with them. Beyond being boring, it was also a little creepy.
How old are you?
She's just sitting in the freaking bathtub.
How old do I look?
Predict above or
27.
below 3.
Oh, pretty close, pretty close. I'm 28.
You are?
Yeah, how old are you? Like 12?
Yo.
It seemed like solo streaming was the most
hell?
profitable way to make money for Amaranth, and that these other ventures were not paying off the way she intended. Despite getting some mainstream media attention, she hadn't really cracked through to the general public until 2022, when her story finally got intriguing. You see, while Amaranth has always kept a cool demeanor, she randomly broke that facade on October 15th, when she logged onto stream wearing her typical revealing outfit. What was different, however, from normal was that the sound was muted and she was visibly upset while holding a phone up to her ear. Then all of a sudden her audio was cut on, and her fans were shocked to see their beloved Amaranth having a full-on mental breakdown, as a man screamed at her on the phone.
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
Her followers were deeply concerned for the woman as the man threatened to kill her dogs and horses, and shut down her accounts.
I'm sorry, but I still feel like this was a stunt. This is fake or stage. I feel like that too, man. Like, especially because she claims he made her do all this stuff. But she's still doing the exact same content still.
Sending all her money to a bird sanctuary. If no call in 1 minute, I will absolutely make sure your horse goes to the meatpacking house. Fans at first were confused by what they were hearing. How did this man have so much access to the streamer's bank accounts? And why was she so afraid of him? When the answer became clear, Amaranth's fans' perception of her changed forever. As it turns out, the cosplayer had been secretly married since 2015, with the relationship having become so abusive that she couldn't hide it anymore. Initially, the Twitch community was quick to support the woman and feared for her safety. This led many to call the police to do a wellness check. I was able to dig up the police reports following this stream, revealing a messy and convoluted tale. As it turns out, Amaranth and her husband got into a very aggressive dispute over the amount of time she streams. The content creator claims that her husband became enraged when she refused to do a show for 24 hours straight. Then, while at a party, she did not answer his text because her phone died, and this is what triggered the fight on October 15th. The model broke down and streamed the phone call, allegedly tired of living a lie because her husband forced her to keep their relationship a secret. The next morning, one of Amaranth's Twitch moderators had the police come check on her. The content creator reassured the officers that everything was fine and they ended up leaving. Then only a few hours later, a man who claimed to be her uncle called the cops asking them to visit the woman again, citing possible domestic abuse. The cops would end up coming to her house 3 times in just 1 day, on each occasion being sent home as the streamer claims she was safe. The next day, the police were called again, and Amaranth admitted that she had been fighting with her husband, but she was safe, and claimed that he wasn't at the house. The deputy put out the statement, "I did not observe any indication of physical assault." All while this was happening, Amaranth's longtime cameraman would be discovered as the main person reporting the situation to the police, and then to the general public following the breakdown stream. This camera person, Mars, tweeted out photo evidence of him calling the cops without Amaranth's permission. She did not appreciate his help though, and even tweeted at him to stop, claiming that he had escalated the
Why would she tweet at him instead of texting him? The hell?
Fighting, and later fired him for trying to gain clout through her situation. Mars lost his job even though the streamer would go on to validate his claims of domestic turmoil.
And so I ran in here to call the cops, and he literally kicked the door in and broke, like, this doesn't even have a hinge anymore.
It wasn't until October 18th, and nearly 4 days later, that Amaranth made a video explaining the situation more, and telling her fans that she was okay and that her husband was seeking help. In the upload, she laid out the claims that her spouse had been forcing her to stream long hours, only allowing her to get 3 to 5 hours of sleep a night, and that he
Okay, so let me get this straight. At the start, the story was he got upset because she was streaming so long, but now the story is he wanted her to stream that many hours. So that's already conflicting statements.
Essentially pimped her out, forcing her to wear revealing clothes on the internet.
I just hope that people still watch without so much titty showing.
Immediately, the entire community was sympathetic, as she received tons of support and labeled her husband a domestic abuser.
Well, she was already live, but she unmuted during an argument with her husband over the phone. And this troglodyte sounds like an absolutely unhinged maniac.
However, a few began to have some reservations about her accusations, starting with how she addressed being.
Like, I want to be clear. If this entire thing where the husband did force her to do all the shit is true, that's horrible. And I don't wish that upon anyone. It is, in the end, yeah, an abusive relationship. So if that actually did happen, that's, yeah, it's horrible. I can't say anything else, really. Although I do have my doubts to the validity of this entire thing.
Being prostituted by her husband for years, with her comparing herself to an elf slave character from Harry Potter.
And I don't have to wear cleavage every day. I can wear clothes. Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
Many felt that she was making too light of the situation, and it initially seemed like her and the husband might be getting back together. Fans were outraged that she would even consider taking him back after the dramatic fights. And following this, Amaranth would never talk about the situation again, going back to closing off any talks of her personal life.
Because, I mean, you went viral for this and you got a lot of hate. The husband situation, are you allowed to talk about that?
No.
That's
Can't
still...
talk about that one. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's not surprising that she refused to discuss this, since there are so many unanswered questions that she clearly didn't want to get into. Some bitter simps also began to process the extent they had been lied to. Amaranth got married on December 4th, 2015, meaning that the entire time she was streaming, the content creator had been secretly wed. Worst of all, Amaranth had flat out denied the claim of her being married repeatedly over the years.
So you're not...
Well, of course she's gonna decline that, because it gives people higher hopes if they just spend enough money on the Twitch streamer that they will date him. Which, by the way, is never going to happen, ever.
Married?
No, it's just this stupid thing that they decided to make this fake thing up about it.
It's not uncommon for women with large male audiences on the internet to hide their relationship status because they know they'll lose subscribers because of it. Back in the day, Ethan Klein gave Amaranth multiple opportunities to come clean about the situation in 2021, pushing her for a response, and yet she constantly deflected.
What's your personal life like? Are you married? Are you living?
I'm married to my work, really. I don't really do anything else. Like this, I live and breathe and eat content.
So why is chat saying, people are saying you're dodging the question of if you're married or not?
No. Like, I don't have time for that kind of thing right now.
It's so weird. This is
Wait, she actually just outright isn't saying she isn't.
so confusing. The chat, everybody's convinced that you're married.
A forgotten aspect of the story that I discovered in my research was that back in 2018, the YouTuber L of the Day released a 10-minute video showing pictures of Amaranth with a man he claimed was her husband.
I feel like you owe these people an explanation because you've been scamming their hearts pretty much. Because I'm sure if they at least saw you wear a wedding ring in a stream once, they would have known, but you didn't do that.
The video received a decent amount of attention at the time, especially on Reddit, where he also posted his findings. Amaranth was furious about this, and attempted to silence this creator by getting his video taken down and his account banned for simply exposing the truth.
What? Like, did she DMCA strike him? What happened? Did she copyright strike him?
Even speaking to media outlets about the situation.
I've been spending the last week trying to figure out how I can avoid getting that video removed because YouTube emailed me saying that someone, an anonymous individual, has striked it. Well, not striked it, but reported it as an invasion of privacy, some type of privacy complaint, right?
As it turns out, this YouTuber would be completely accurate about Amaranth and nearly lost his channel because of her desire to keep it a secret. During the 2022 phone call stream, the creator was quick to blame her husband for the lies, claiming that he forced her to lie to her fans about the relationship.
I've been begging him to stage content with me for years. Just fucking stream with me if he wants higher numbers. No, no, no. No, ruin the business model. The illusion. Where?
However, this doesn't line up because in 2020, a man named Nick Lee posted on Twitter that he was married to Amaranth, even sharing a marriage certificate. This would turn out to be the identity of Amaranth's husband. Though upon closer examination, this might just be a troll who figured out his identity back in the day and nobody noticed. For a second, I thought it might actually be him though, because the deranged behavior would line up with what is known about him from the controversy. Not much is known about Nick, other than he was born in Taiwan in 1983, making him 36 as of writing. He likely met Amaranth through cosplay, as the two of them often attended events together. Fans also began to question her claim that he forced her to work long hours and didn't let her sleep. Since following the massive blow-up, Amaranth returned to work, streaming as consistently as usual, and complaining about her lack of sleep.
Saying all these things about her husband and basically saying that the husband forced me to do all of this, she went back to the OnlyFans, back to the topless sort of streams, the hot tub sort of streams, and radio.
She even took part in the Black Bar matter. But hey, she's being forced to do it. Hey, chill cats.
Silence from the entire internet. Nobody bothered to do an update on this because that would sort of go against the entire narrative that everybody wants to push.
And almost immediately after declaring to no longer want to wear sexy outfits, she engaged in the censor bar meta. Fans were quick to call her out for the sexual nature of the stream, but Amaranth clapped back on Twitter stating, "It would be selfish and irresponsible to do a 180 at a moment's notice. I gave 60 days notice to my lewd content staff, letting them know they could find other employment, but they're..."
Sure. That's... I'm sorry, but I can't take this serious. Like, if she hated the content so much, this wouldn't matter. Obviously she didn't. And obviously she wasn't forced to, in my opinion anyway.
Positions would be locked in for 2 months. Well, it has been 2 years since she gave the 2 months notice. Yet the adult content creator continues to regularly post on OnlyFans and engage in revealing streams. Jumping forward, recently some Redditors have discovered that Amaranth may not be divorced at all, as there seems to be no court records of it. While on Financial Audit with Caleb Hammer, he discovered that she still owned the old house that was purchased by Nick's dad. When questioned about this, she claimed it was used as office space.
I'm thinking about moving them all to the main house. I'm just trying to get that space figured out first before I just decide to kick my own staff out and start renting it out.
Sure.
And then you gotta have like stuff moved, because I still kind of use it as a storage facility too for my stuff, because I didn't want to just move all my stuff that I didn't need per se.
Even Caleb seemed to find it strange that she hadn't moved her employees to her Texas mansion, but he didn't push the streamer further. Now, the legal system is incredibly slow, so she may be going through the process of divorce still, but I was unable to find any evidence that Amaranth had ever officially filed. The streamer has never once claimed to be divorced, nor has she said specifically that she would be filing. The only thing we do know is that she kicked Nick out of the house and that he was in therapy. It's unclear what exactly Nick's role was in Amaranth's OnlyFans empire. Some say he starred in her videos originally, while others claim he worked behind the scenes as an accountant. She revealed to Aiden Ross and Young Gravy once that she had multiple men who star in the videos.
If you don't feel comfortable, you can pick something up.
Relationally, one. Collab-wise, I don't know how to quantify that.
Collab-wise? Wait, so you only have one body?
For relationships, yeah.
Okay, but like
How many
outside
have you had
relationships.
sex with?
That's the question. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
These men are paid actors by Amaranth, and she does not have a meaningful connection with any of them beyond creating OF videos, meaning that perhaps her husband had an agreement with her to sleep with other men for business purposes before the falling out. With Amaranth streaming with a rotation of men, some speculated that one of them was the rapper Young Gravy. The theory starts by pointing out the two were first seen together in a hot tub with Aiden Ross.
Holy shit, she's actually so short. What the hell? I thought she was taller. Like, on camera, she looks taller.
And then went together to the Streamer Awards. The same night as the award show, Amaranth posted on OnlyFans
On her own camera, she seems
an
taller.
explicit video of her with a man in the shower. While the man's face is not shown, he is wearing a Hawaiian shirt, which is a trademark of Young Gravy. The two went on to collab in a music video together, along with the mysterious YouTuber Dream. The last inconsistency in this whole husband drama involves the reasoning behind her desire to make money. At first, she claimed that Nick wanted to get rich and was forcing her to put out content. But when the relationship ended, she had enough money to retire, but decided to continue to produce content because she wanted to open an animal sanctuary.
My inspiration for my animal sanctuary is a little more bittersweet. I didn't have many social experiences growing up. I kind of just made friends with animals and stuck to my own little room.
She stated that once she has enough money to keep the shelter running, she would retire for good. Well, as of 2023, she claimed to have made $57 million, but said it still wasn't enough. Caleb
How
Hammer
is that
called her
not
out on this,
enough?
stating that she had already hit her goal.
You know, if that $45 million was just in the overall market, $45 million, and you withdrew 3% for the rest of the year, which means it'll pretty much never run out, that would only be $1,350,000 a year in guaranteed income for the rest of your life. So you already hit the goal if you were in the overall market.
He did the math. He was like, you got the money. So, what's going on? You said you need enough money? Here, you have enough money.
I would have to finish my investing, my private equity to be able to get that much, actually.
In an attempt to perhaps get people to talk about something other than her husband's, Amarantha decided to release a beer that was made from her own vaginal yeast called Essence of Amaranth by Yoni. This beer cost $22 plus delivery for just one bottle, but it gave her more media attention along with her new adult device, a mold of her nether region.
Rumor has it that part of your vagina is in this beverage that I'm drinking.
Oh, it's not rumor. It's factual.
How is
because
Why is he drinking
the company
it?
my yeast, and then they grew the yeast, like the culturing of it.
She also began to get involved with boxing, going to the gym more seriously than in the past in order to train. Amaranth announced to her fans that she planned to fight in Spain against a woman named Maichi, a Spanish streamer. This ended up not happening when Amaranth announced she had ovarian failure and had to undergo surgery. Despite her attempts to steer clear of drama, she found herself in some hot water when fellow adult star Adriana Chechik randomly began exposing her during a stream for the oddest of things.
Everything is fake, like literally.
Yes, I've been subscribed.
Yeah, so you know that all the BG videos, it's not real.
Yep.
Yep.
BG videos.
Yes, I do.
This isn't the first time someone accused Amaranth of strategically using angles to make sexual content look real when it wasn't. From what I ascertained from these online Coomers complaints, they claim not to see any real penetration since she blurs and conceals her nether region. If true, this means that Amaranth has been able to successfully charge large sums of money to her simps for videos that don't actually show anything. Adriana seemed upset over this because Amaranth had won adult industry awards for physically faking it, which could have gone to more deserving sex workers.
I committed my life to this. You don't slide into it like a cheap pair of slippers and then reap all the rewards.
Despite her bad blood with the adult star, Adriana did stick up for Amaranth when two female streamers named Indie Fox and Dan Dangler hatched a plot to expose her. They reached out to
Let's finish the video first.
Chechik after Amaranth was banned from Twitch for the 6th time. They offered for her to come on a podcast to talk about the infamous streamer and for Adriana to expand more upon the comments she made. This backfired horribly for the two mean girls, as Adriana released all the messages and publicly called out the women in a tweet stating, Dan Dangler hit me up with a text from Indie Fox trying to get me to do a podcast with her to bring Amaranth down. Like, no, I said
Okay.
she was mean, but I'm a grown woman and it's not my job to defame anyone. Indie Fox and Amaranth
That honestly is a pretty, that's a pretty mature statement. Sure, yeah.
have a long-standing feud as they were seen as competitors during the hot tub and ASMR metas. In the end, Amaranth managed to supersede Indie Fox as top creator because following this stunt, she was permanently banned from Twitch. Amaranth went so far as stating that it was her who baited the rival into the ban by getting her to push more boundaries for attention. As of recently, Amaranth has decided to leave Twitch because of all the bans and signed a $30 million contract with the platform Kick. She recently became Brandon back.
Bro, she just has to be addicted to money. I mean, that's my takeaway from this entire thing. That she just wants more and more and more money. That's like... That's what I'm understanding from all of this.
Ambassador for 2 adult companies. She also invested in Wildcard Gaming and is also a co-owner. As for her personal life, I don't think she will ever share the truth behind it. When asked about having kids, she seemed pretty dismissive of the concept.
And you don't know if you want kids yet.
Yeah, I don't know, because I never wanted them growing up, because my family was kind of poor, and so I never wanted to have to say no to a kid for financial reasons, but now I make so much money that I don't really have that excuse anymore, but because I've never imagined myself with kids, now I just don't know if I want them.
To be clear, it's not because people aren't reaching out to her. Even Kanye West has tried to hook up with the illustrious streamer. While nothing ever went down with Kanye, it's clear that Amaranth
No way. Chad, you've seen the recent stuff about Kanye, right? Like his crash out? Like, what is this?
Amaranth knows how to draw attention to herself. Despite all of her attempts
he said
to
Kanye.
get more engagement around her name, she always seems to go viral for situations she never addresses. And that brings us to current day, with there still being a lot of unknowns involving one of OnlyFans' biggest stars. Considering she spends $7,000 a month scrubbing her content off the internet, it's no surprise she's been able to stay relatively secretive. If one thing could be said about Amaranth, is that she's extremely consistent. Having filmed non-stop for the past 8 years has given her a devoted fan base, even if she seems...
Yeah, she's done this, from what I remember, after the entire husband thing, by the way, so...
seems to have some animosity towards them. At the end of the
going,
day,
it's
I don't
just
think we'll
over.
ever get a straight answer as to why Amaranth doesn't just go and take her millions to build a dream animal sanctuary and leave the World Wide Web behind her. But I have a feeling that deep down she simply enjoys doing it and doesn't actually want to change.
I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it.
To put
No, she's definitely, you know. Why is there such a... Why is there most replayed here?
It's not uncommon.
What?
It's just this stupid thing that they decided to make this fake thing up about it.
It's not uncommon.
Alright. Here's a link to the video. To me, definitely seems, in my opinion, right? From my understanding, there might be some truth to the entire husband situation, but she's definitely doing it on her own too, man. So, like, obviously, like, yeah, nothing else to say, really. Nothing else to say. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Thank you. Either way, chat. We did it. We made it through it. We lived with one little crash. We made it to 640 subs. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, man. Like 500 was my goal. 140 extra is amazing, man. Thank you guys, like genuinely. That's amazing. Unfortunately, no Kitsunero. But well. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Grammy. Rate or EP? We should rate someone. Either way, I really just wanted to thank you guys for sticking around. I don't know if there was anyone who has been here this entire time from the stream. The entire... How many hours has it been? I don't know. 12 hours, maybe? How long have we been going? And Lux, you've been here this entire time. Damn. SJM13. You guys are amazing. Really, thank you. Go to sleep? I will. Been here since about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. I was working, don't worry about it. Either way, since we're ending at 6 AM, I don't know, I might stream, I might not stream later today. I shall see how I feel, right? I might stream, I might not stream. We shall see. We shall see. I stayed up in solidarity. Thank you, Tickies. That was really sweet of you. Let me see if there's anyone we can rate. Yo, Mega! Mega is having her mommy model debut. She's been live for 6 hours already, so... Oh my... Mommy?! Let's try Mega. Holy shit, that's actually like a mommy model. What the hell is going on? Jesus. Chat, I might see you later today, and if not, I will see you on Sunday. I thought you would have ended stream shortly after the crash and redirect, bro. I was really, I was like considering it. Like my mood was like, well, damn. Well, no, we kept strong. We did it. All right, chat. I thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you everyone for subbing. It really means the world to me. I know I'm not like much for like sentimental speeches or shit, but it's really amazing all you guys' support and stuff. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. See you on the next stream tomorrow. Or the day after. We're gonna cry? No, don't cry. I will see you. I will see you on the next stream. Thanks, chat. Thank you, everyone. Good night.